Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. I hope everybody is having a good week so far. It has been a nasty couple of weeks for crypto and some stocks, but we're starting to see some of these other sectors start to take off, like oil and gas and healthcare today. We're going to be diving into your guys' chart requests today over here from the Discord. So you guys have the opportunity every Monday to go ahead and place your chart requests in the chart request thread. We're going to be covering all these names today. We got CRM, Target, ACN, Zeta, NNE, Beyond, DJT, Nail, Oxy, Riot, Target. Lots of crypto in here as well. STX, XCN, Algorand. What we went ahead and did, guys, is I went ahead and loaded all of these names up from this thread into a playlist today. So you can see that we're going to be covering all these charts: ARB, Rose, Link, SEI, Ondo, S, Avent, and more. We're just going to go right down the list. Again, I took all those from the Discord, and I will be taking some from the live chat today as well. Before we get started, I just want to start in prayer. Father God, thank you for another day and another live stream with the Overkill Army. I pray that you will bless every ear that hears my voice today. Lord, we know that money is not the most important thing in the world, so please help us see and use it as a tool and not an idol. Help us use it to better our lives for our families and our communities. Lord, help us make the right decisions and make the most out of the tools and technology that we have available today in these markets. Lord, help us make the right decisions along with our relationships, our family and friends, so on and so forth. Make sure we put them first before everything else but you. Lord, bless this stream in the name of Jesus. Amen. What's going on, Unknown? What's going on, Exciter? What's going on, Chris, in the live chat? Danny, if you guys are on the live, say what's up. If you guys are watching the replay, drop a comment down in the comment section. I read every single comment on YouTube here, so if you guys can't make the live for whatever reason, drop a comment. Let me know you guys are watching. I love to see the love. If we can get this video to 300 likes today, I will go ahead and give away 10 Chainlink. 10 Link is about $200 worth of USD. So smash a like. Appreciate you guys' support. Let's go ahead and dive into these charts after we go over the trading rules really quick. For those of you that are new, we are swing traders that focus on a monthly and a daily chart here. We are 1 to 6 months out on all of our investments. So when we're going over these charts, the reason I go over these rules first is so you guys know what we're looking for. Okay, we have a strategy and we have a plan to attack. Okay, we do not sway away from this plan, from this set of rules, because our strategy is based on three things: logic, data, and discipline. Discipline is a huge one. Okay, a huge one that a lot of people lack in the markets, and that's why nobody makes money. So let me just hit the rules, and then we'll jump into the charts. We enter and exit positions using our trading indicators. The green dot means buy, and the red dot means sell. When I'm talking about the red and green dots today, I'm going to be talking about these things down here. Okay, the green dots, the red dots. Okay, green just means a potential reversal to the upside. Red just means a potential reversal to the downside. And you can see that we did get a red dot here on Bitcoin back in September. So trading Bitcoin right now very cautiously. Everyone keeps asking what I think Bitcoin's going to do. How I would be trading Bitcoin right now is just using the stop loss at 99,000. Okay, if it breaks 99,000, this thing could definitely come down to 60 to 80,000. Okay, but we are risk off right now on Bitcoin. I don't even care about the Bitcoin trade because, again, it has a red dot on the monthly chart. Okay, we want to trade stuff that has a green dot on the monthly chart. This gets into rule number 4. So, again, we focus on a monthly and a daily chart here. The first thing we look for in rule number 4 for our buying strategy is a green dot on the monthly chart. So just taking a look at Bitcoin here, you could see this monthly green dot came back in January of 2023. Bitcoin was at around 15 to 20,000. This one came here in October at 25. This one came here in November at 2024 at 67. And this one right here came in May at around 98. So all 4 of those were very accurate buy signals. Okay, these signals are extremely accurate on the larger time frames like the monthly chart. That's why we focus on the monthly here, because it is the most accurate when it comes to these signals. So the first thing we're looking for on the charts as we're going through your guys' requests is if the monthly dot is green. If it's not green, if it's red like Bitcoin right now, we're not looking to trade it. We're not looking to get back in until the dot flips back to green. Because again, we don't want to buy Bitcoin during this time back in 2021 where we just fell to the floor, right? Bitcoin went from 60, 70,000 all the way down to 20. It wasn't a good time to buy until right there. So that's the first thing we look for in our buy strategy. Once we see the monthly dot, we want to attack. Okay, and then after we get the monthly dot, okay, what we do to add to the position is we want to buy on the daily green dots. So if you think about the monthly chart, each one of these candles is 1 month's worth of price action. So you can see this is October's price action so far. This was September's price action. Bitcoin realistically hasn't moved in 5 months. Okay, it's been sitting between 100 and 120 for 5 months. So it's been very, very boring. Okay, if you're still trading Bitcoin, I don't know what you're doing. Okay, the time to buy Bitcoin was right here in 2023. It was right here in 2019 at $3,000. Up here at 100K, I don't like it. I don't like it. It might hit 150. It might hit, 170. It's just really not that much meat on that bone, right? We want to be looking at altcoins right now and things that have a green dot on the monthly. So again, our strategy right now is not right now, but forever, is green dot on the monthly plus daily green dot equals buy. So again, once you have the green dot on the monthly, what we want to do is we want to zoom into a smaller time frame like the daily chart. So if you think about this, right, there's 30 days in a month. So this is 30 days worth of price action, right? So what we want to do on a daily chart is buy the pullbacks in the green dots. So you can see Bitcoin given a red dot here on today's live. You can see it right here, Wednesday. So that's a warning sign. So like I said, what I would do is I would, if you guys don't have stop losses set right now, and we'll go over some stop loss levels for you guys here on the stream, but I would definitely put a stop loss on Bitcoin at 99,000 if you guys, if you guys are in the trade. I don't know why you would be in the trade if you guys are following our strategy, but that thing could definitely sink down to 80 to 90,000, possibly even 60 to 70 if we break these levels. Okay, you can see Bitcoin bounced right there at about 103, so that's going to be a big level. And will alts follow it if it dumps? I don't know. And you can see altcoins are dumping as we go live here. You can see Link down 3%, ARB down 4%. So it looks like they're trying to liquidate more of us, and we'll just see what happens. Again, paying attention to the signals. If your name has a red dot today showing up, you either want to make a decision to set a stop loss, or you just need to sell, and then you can get back in on a green dot. It's okay to sell on a red dot and get back in on a green dot. So again, just being smart, guys. With this tool, we don't have to act emotionally. If it's red, it means we're going down. There's a good chance we're going down. So as long as Bitcoin, though, can hold on to 103, how I would trade this was I would just put a stop loss right there at 103 or 102. Okay, right at that low. If that breaks, there's going to be more selling because there's probably a lot of liquidity, a lot of stop loss orders right here. Okay, and when structure breaks like that, when the trade breaks, that's when you see it dip down and get those very explosive moves to the downside. So 103 is going to be a big level for Bitcoin. So again, our buy strategy, guys, is monthly green dot plus daily green dot equals buy. Okay, so we want to buy the day of the green dot in or around the golden zones as long as the monthly is green. The golden zones are right here. Okay, we don't want to be buying up here in the red zone, which I'm going to talk about our selling strategy here in just a second. We use a Fibonacci indicator here on this channel in conjunction with the red and green dot indicator and the MACD as well. We also have volume and moving averages, but you guys can get this entire trading layout, all the tools we're going to talk about today, by coming over here to the trading indicator tab in the Discord. Okay, there's a link you can click on, and it takes a couple of clicks, and everything loads directly up into your TradingView account. If you have questions or need help loading this up, there's my email right there. Okay, so we just went over the buying strategy. I'll go over the selling strategy, and then we'll jump into your guys' chart requests. So the selling strategy, we have two different ones. Okay, the first one, okay, sell strategy number one is we want to sell a red dot in the red zone on the daily chart. Okay, so the red zone, again, is this area up here. Okay, up here is where we want to sell. And if you guys don't know what a Fibonacci is, a Fibonacci indicator, I have a free trading course over here as well, completely free, that you guys can go watch and learn more about it. But typically, it's just a good place to be taking profits. So again, that sell strategy is we want to sell a red dot in the red zone on the daily. Where did Bitcoin's red dot come? Back here on October 7th, right there at 125,000 at the exact top. That was the sell signal, and we got the dump. 20% move down. If you didn't take profits up here in the red zone, that is completely okay, right? Next time, you just want to learn to be disciplined and take profits. Again, logic, data, and discipline. Okay, the data comes from the indicators. The logic comes from the way we approach the markets, right? Our 1 to 6 month strategy. We're not day traders because 90% of day traders fail at the markets. Okay, 90 to 95%. I think even 97% of day traders fail. We take a longer-term swing trade approach, and that's just how we attack it. So, again, red dot in the red zone is the sell point. Okay, we got red dots back here in July, and again, Bitcoin hasn't moved for almost 5 months. It's done absolutely nothing. Your money has been not growing if it's just been sitting in Bitcoin for the last 5 months. Okay, the trades have been Ethereum. The trades have been Chainlink, right? We had a massive move off this green dot on Ethereum back here in June. Went all the way up there to 5,000. If you guys weren't taking profits on Ethereum up here between 4 and 4,800, again, that's just something that you want to consider doing next time we get up to that area, okay? Again, you only sell if you lose. So you see everyone panicking down here. Everyone was really excited a couple weeks ago, okay? Again, people are normally excited up here in the red zone. Okay, once again, let's go to our cheat sheet here in the Discord that we follow here. Everyone's really excited is when people are greedy, right? New paradigm, right? People are very excited. When we get to this point in the markets, this is when we need to be trimming, okay? And you guys saw me trim a bunch of my crypto, okay, back here in September and October, okay, throughout this time when we were in this red zone. We bought Ethereum down here at $2,000. People were laughing at us for buying it at $2,000. Okay, we were selling up here in this area in the red zone. So, again, we want to buy when people are panicked, when people are uncertain, when people are fearful. We don't want to buy when they're excited. And right now, by the looks of it, guys, especially in the crypto markets, okay, let's just go to CoinMarketCap. Look at the fear and greed index. We're sitting in fear. So I mentioned this in the Discord today. If this fear and greed index is underneath 30, it's under 30, which it's sitting at 29 right now. Okay, it's sitting at 29. That is normally a really good time to buy because that's when retail, this just means retail is panic selling, right? They're dumping their coins. Okay, they're tired of it. So that's actually a good indication to buy or hold. You never want to sell down in fear. You never want to sell something when we're sitting in fear. Okay, you want to hold or simply buy more if you have cash sitting. And again, we all hopefully have jobs here. We all have daytime jobs and ways we earn money. So as time goes on, we can be adding to our bags using this strategy as time goes on. Markets don't go up forever. They don't go down forever. Okay, they move in waves. And our job is to catch the waves. We want to sell high and buy low. Okay, that's the strategy. So see Ethereum also give it a red dot here as well. 3,600 is going to be a big level for Ethereum to hold on to. I'm excited for today's live. There's going to be some big tests of support, I believe, here today and going into tomorrow. So that is our sell strategy, guys. It's that simple. A lot of people want to talk about their buying strategy. I think the sell strategy is just as important. So if you don't have this Fibonacci indicator, again, you can get it in the Discord. A red dot in the red zone is where we sell. You should have been selling ETH right here at 47, should have been selling it right there at 46, and right here at 45. Again, it didn't move for almost a month. Okay, this was the top. Our move was right here. Okay, this was the move. When we bought down here at 2,000, again, everyone was laughing. You guys can go to TikTok. Everyone was calling me an idiot for saying, hey, buy Ethereum at 2,000. Okay, it went all the way up 106%, and then everyone's really excited to buy it again. That's when we empty our bags, okay? We trade based on logic. Logic is simply based on psychology, okay? We use data, and we also are disciplined traders. We got to be disciplined. So, again, 1 to 6 months out on all investments. And the second sell strategy, according to the trading rules before we get into these requests, is simply this. And these trading rules are over here for the Discord. You guys can get the link in the description. The Discord is completely free to join. You guys could check that out along with that free course. But sell strategy number 2 is we want to sell when the stochastic RSI, that is the light blue line on our trading indicator, hits the white dotted line on the monthly chart. Okay, this light blue line here, we're looking at a monthly now. The first sell strategy was based on the daily. Okay, now we're looking at a monthly because, again, we're focused on a monthly and a daily chart here. Okay, when this blue line comes up here and hits this white dotted line, just like it did back here in March 2024 on Ethereum, it topped out at 4,000, then sold all the way off to 1,500. Same thing back here in 2021. This was about 4 years ago. It topped out somewhere in this range at, I don't know, 35 to 4,300, and then sold all the way off to 1,000. So that's our second selling strategy. And you can see Ethereum's getting really close. Again, we called out Ethereum right here in June off that green dot at around 2,000 to 2,500 bucks. I think my entry was like 2,200 bucks. And again, 100% trade I'll take that to the bank all day long. So Ethereum, as you can see, testing some major support here at 3,500. We'll probably get into that chart here today in your guys' request, but that is the sell and buy strategy here, guys. I always like to go over that at the beginning, just so everybody who is new and everybody who's been around has a refresher. Because again, if you don't have a plan and you're trading, okay, it's like you're playing darts with a blindfold on. Okay, you're just throwing a dart and hoping that it hits something. Okay, you got to have a plan and you got to have the discipline to stick to the plan. You don't have to use this strategy, but I highly, highly recommend you come up with one if you are going to invest and if you're going to trade the markets. Okay, if not, go give your money to a money manager, collect your 5% a year, and have a good time. The markets aren't for everybody. It is very emotional. The market is not your friend. It can get emotional if you aren't right. If you don't have a plan and you don't have the mindset of looking at things with logic, data, and discipline. So again, I have a free trading course over here for anybody that is new that wants to watch this and learn more about the strategy. There's about 7 or 8 videos over here completely free. Check that out. Now, let's get into some chart requests. Again, guys, these are all coming from the Discord. Every single Monday, we open up the chart request thread, and you guys can drop your chart requests in here. We're going to be covering all these today. For time's sake, what I did was I took all of these names here, and I loaded them up into my playlist right here, and we're going to dive into them right now. So you can see that ARB is given a red dot here on the monthly. So you're going to see that this level we wicked down to is going to be very important. You can see the red dot showing here. So you need to set a stop loss on this, probably at like 28 cents. 28 cents. I'm holding a position, and if that thing breaks down below 28 cents, I am going to sell it. Because, again, we got a sell signal right here on the daily, and we got a sell signal right here on the monthly. So there are some very important levels being tested here. That thing's down 5% today, and, again, a warning sign. So with crypto right now, I think the best chart to pay attention to is the one in between the monthly and the daily. It's going to be the weekly. So the weekly is also a very accurate chart here. When it comes to these red and green dots, again, the bigger the time frame, the better. So if you're looking at a weekly chart, again, these are 1 week's worth of time. So what I look for on ARB, if you're searching for a bottom, I would just simply be patient and wait for that green dot there on the weekly to print. Okay, that thing wicked all the way down to 10 cents and back up. We actually bought that live on the stream at like 13 cents a couple weeks ago when that crazy liquidation event happened. But it's sitting right here around 28, 29 cents. I still think that's a solid play here. What I would be watching for is simply the weekly dot here to reverse and go higher. That could come in like 1, 3, 4, 5 weeks. I really don't know. But my guess would be somewhere in the next month, possibly in November. Rose, same thing, just getting pounded here. That one's still holding its green monthly dot, which is very interesting. It hasn't printed red yet, but that thing's at all-time lows now, just getting sank into the floor. Okay, wow. What a brutal couple weeks, folks. What a brutal couple weeks. And again, this is why I encourage you guys, too, to buy good quality projects. Hopefully those of you that invested into Rose, know what they do. I have no idea what this project does. I know we talked about it a little bit, but I just haven't done my fundamental research. It is now breaking down to all-time lows. So again, what I do on this one is probably just wait for a weekly signal. That is when you'll get that reversal. The monthly is still holding here, but I do not like that break of support. If I was trading this, I would have had a stop loss set probably right there around 2 cents. And you can see that actually broke this month. So that doesn't look good. Doesn't mean we can't get a bounce. Again, what I'd be watching for if you wanted to add to your position is a weekly dot. But I don't like charts that are going into all-time lows. That's just not a good look. So not my favorite for this week. But looking at that green dot there on the weekly. Chainlink, same thing. I mean, we're pretty much just going to pay attention to weekly charts right now because we have gotten pounded over the last couple of months. Again, we were taking profits on Chainlink up here, okay, right in here. Red dots in the red zone, we were taking profits. We were buying Chainlink down here at 12 and 15, okay, off these dots down here. Again, in the golden zones is where you want to buy. So what I'm watching on Chainlink right now is that $16 level. $16 is going to be a really big level for Chainlink. That's the level you want it to hold. If it breaks down below 16, we will most likely retract down here to 14 to 12. Is it going to hold 16? I don't know. Okay, I do not know. Okay, but what we're looking for is a red dot, and if we don't get the red dot, great. We're going to continue upward. So still bullish on Chainlink as long as we can hold on to 16. Again, it is still holding its green monthly dot here, so there is a good chance we could get a bounce or maybe just go sideways here in this range through the duration of November. But as long as we can hold on to 16, I still like the Chainlink trade. If you want to set a stop loss, I'd probably put it somewhere around $15.9 to $16. But above 16, I think Chainlink still looks really good. I'm actually going to add link to the favorites for today because I do still like that chart. I like the project. I think Chainlink is one of the biggest no-brainer trades in crypto. Like, if I had to pick one crypto to buy, I would buy Chainlink. That's the only thing I would buy. If I had to put all my eggs in one basket, I would put them all in Chainlink just because of how strong the fundamentals are. Okay, none of the governments or anything can do anything without Chainlink. Okay, their CCIP, their technology. Okay, that's what all these governments and all these institutions, they need to use Chainlink in order to be successful with what they're trying to do. So again, very strong fundamental project. Once again, I sold a lot of it here. I sold all of my stuff here when it broke 20, and I actually bought back in around 13 on the live stream there on I believe that was last Wednesday or last Friday. So I'm still holding this thing, again, as long as it holds 16. If it breaks 16, I'm going to have to make a decision, but above 16, I still really like Chainlink. SEI, just this candle, man. That last week was just absolutely insane. Okay, so you could see that the all-time low on SEI was down here at 9 cents. So it's sitting at 18 right now. It wicked right down to 9 cents. So 9 cents would have to be support. Once again, I would direct you to the weekly chart on this one. I think the next round of weekly alerts, you can see these ones came on this in April. Right there at 17, popped up to 42. Okay, that's what I'd be looking for on a lot of these cryptocurrencies. Again, we are focused on the monthly and the daily, but we also take into consideration the weekly when the monthly or the daily aren't that clear. So what I'd be looking for on SEI is a green dot, and when you get the green dot on the weekly, that will be your chance to act there on SEI. But it's sitting at 18 cents right now. A lot of these cryptos are literally sitting at their lows. I mean, it's just massive discount time. Okay, it's not time to sell. It's not time to panic. It's time to either hold or buy more. Okay, and be patient. It's time to be patient, buy or hold. Okay, not time to sell when we're sitting here in fear. Okay, coinmarketcap.com if you guys want to look at that fear and greed index. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, if this thing is below 30, like Richard said, you buy the dip or you just hold what you have. It is not time to sell. Okay, if you're going to sell, wait for a bounce. Okay, and I think you're going to get that bounce on SEI as soon as that weekly prints. Okay, all the weekly alerts are called out over here in the Discord. Okay, right over here. Okay, the weeklies, we call out the monthlies, we call out the dailies, and we call out all the sell signals over here as well. So you can see those under the dots and signals tab. That tells you how to trade each and every signal. Okay, every signal, it tells you exactly what to do when you get it. But right now on crypto, guys, I'm really going to direct you guys to the weekly charts. I know our strategy is based on the monthly and the daily, but the weekly chart will feed the monthly chart. Okay, when the weekly reverses and starts going up, the monthly chart does the same thing. And I think the clearest picture right now that we can get is on the weekly chart. I think we'll see a significant bounce once these names start printing green dots on their weekly. We could see SEI printed one back here in April. That was at 16 cents. It went all the way up to 40 cents. That was a 150% move. This one came right here in June around 20. Again, big 100% move, and now it's sold back off. So right now the price is sitting at the level we got this green dot on it. Again, the green dots on the weekly chart, the ones you really want to buy are the ones when the blue wave is down here. You don't necessarily want to buy these ones when the wave is up here on the weekly. You want to focus on the ones down here. So again, the wave is down there. All that's missing is that green dot. Once we get that, I believe these markets will reverse and bounce really hard. Ondo, same thing. I pay attention to the weekly. We don't have any data on the monthly, so if you guys have the indicator and you don't see anything on the monthly chart, it's because the asset is too new. Okay, you can see Ondo just came out back here in January, so it's only been around for about a year. Therefore, the indicator does not have enough data to populate. Okay, it doesn't have enough data to populate, so you need to go into a smaller time frame like the weekly. And again, what I'd watch for on Ondo is that weekly dot. The last one that came with the wave down here was back here in July. Okay, when everyone was panicking at 77 cents, and it popped up to 120. Okay, right now we're just stuck in a range and waiting on that next signal for Ondo. S? Yeah, October didn't really happen, did it, Bob? Everyone was expecting it. Everyone was expecting it. Okay? We expect the best, but prepare for the worst. There's always a plan. It's never over. Okay? You're never out of the trade until you sell. So, unfortunately, there was the largest liquidation event that has ever happened in history in crypto. I'm talking about all the way since 2008. Okay, from 2008 to 2025, the largest liquidation in, what is that, 17 years? You guys witnessed history a couple weeks ago. So just know that. And I actually tweeted something. I'd like to get your guys' opinion on this. Call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever you want. But I think this is very interesting. So today, Binance, okay, you can see CZ, he's the CEO of Binance, right, the coin. Binance, the coin, got listed on Robinhood and Coinbase today. Both of them. Okay, the largest American exchanges in the world. Okay, Binance finally got listed. Just weeks after the largest liquidation event of all time. So if you don't think there was a backdoor deal going on there, like, hey, you can get listed on these exchanges if you liquidate $20 billion from the market and flush the markets. I'm not saying that happened, but the timing of all this is kind of weird. And I don't know if you guys think the same, but I just think it's interesting. And I think this is a really big shakeout on crypto before they open the floodgates. So, again, if you're looking at your account today, it probably sucks. But, again, we got to keep that focus, that logical mindset of, hey, we're going to hold on to this stuff for 1 to 6 months and see where we're at. Okay, being where we're at right now, I mean, all these names are at literally all-time lows. Okay, they're at their bottoms. Okay, I bought Filecoin last week, literally at its low. Okay, Filecoin is a decentralized storage. They're like AWS, but it's decent. We're literally buying this right now at all-time lows. Okay, this thing's been around for a very long time. Okay, let's go to a monthly here. Okay, you can see the low right here is like back here at $2, $2. I mean, this is all-time lows for this asset. This thing's been as high as $200, $300. It's sitting at $1.50 right now. So, I mean, again, all we got to do is be patient and wait for the signal. If this thing pops up back to 40, I mean, that's 1,000%. Who cares if we go down 20 or 30% in the next couple weeks? I mean, if our target is up here, right, when this happens, it shouldn't matter what happens down here. Again, it's just a matter of being patient. I made another tweet today. You guys can go read it if you want. A lot of people think the money is made in the markets by buying and selling, but it's really made in waiting. Okay, it's made in waiting and being patient and taking your time. Okay, I know everyone wants to go buy a Lamborghini right now. Excluding myself, I don't have any desire to have materialistic things, okay? But it takes patience, okay? Rome wasn't built in one day. You have to have patience in these markets, okay, as a trader. Anyone will tell you that. Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, all the greatest investors of all time, they'll tell you buy and hold, okay? Buy and hold until you hit your target. S is another one we've been tracking, Centennial One. This is a cybersecurity. This is a cybersecurity play here. This is one we've been tracking. And again, this thing's just going sideways. So if you look at our chart over here, it's called the cheat sheet. Okay, there's phases to each market. Okay, there's a phase where markets go parabolic and go straight up. This is when all the enthusiasm happens and everyone's excited and having a good time and singing Kumbaya and right, dancing and telling everybody how great they are, right? Then there's the phase where we go down, and then there's a phase where we go sideways. Okay, so there's 3 phases. Right? Markets only go up or down or sideways. Okay, that's a fact. So right now, looking at Centennial's chart here, Centennial 1, we're going sideways. We're stuck in this part, right? We had this big run up here from 14 all the way to 30, and then it sold off, right? We had a big run up, then it sold off. Now it's going sideways. So I actually like consolidation. I actually have a position on this name. I'm bullish on cybersecurity stocks. I think cybersecurity is going to only grow as AI continues to happen, as you know, the internet continues to evolve and things like that. Cybersecurity companies, I think, over time are going to gain market share in the markets. So I'm bullish on this. And it gave us a green dot there, it looks like on Monday. I like it. I like it a lot here, down here at 17. I think I got in around $16. So I'm up a little bit on that. But again, I'm waiting 1 to 6 months until we get back to our target area. Where is our target? Somewhere in this red zone. Okay, so if this goes back to the red zone, like our sell strategy, right, and I will tell you that most names, right, a lot of these names will eventually retrace into the red zone. It's just a matter of how long is it going to take. Is it going to take a month, 2 months? Is it going to take a couple weeks? Is it going to take 6 months? Is it going to take a year? right? If it goes back to there, that's around a 60 to 70% trade. Okay, markets will always retrace back into the red zone. Okay, just like they did here, just like they did here. So again, just buying and holding this one and waiting till we get back up there to the red zone. I'm going to put that one in the favorites list. I will go ahead and share this favorites list with you guys here after the stream. So far, we got Chainlink and Centennial 1. And I will go ahead and share this in the Discord and here on YouTube with you guys once we're done. And again, I'm just going through all your guys' requests from the Discord right now. All of these are coming straight out of this thread right here in the Discord. Okay, all of these names here are what I'm going over. If we have time at the end, which I think we will, I will take some from the live chat as well. So we got AVNT. So what I like about this is it's at the bottom of the golden zone here. The only thing I would do on this one is I would wait for the green dot here on the monthly. But this one looks like it has very strong support here at $30. Okay, that looks like a very, very strong support level. So I would just make sure that one holds 30. It looks cheap down here. Again, if you're buying it down here in the bottom golden zone, more than likely you are buying it right in despair, right? Because we just had a big drop. Okay, you're most likely buying it down here in this area. Okay, you don't want to buy up here at $50. Okay, but this is where the most people want to buy, right up here, right? This is when people are excited. Nobody's excited down here. Okay, and when you're in that bottom zone here, that most likely means there's been, well, it does mean that there's been a big liquidation event. The Fibonacci is one of my favorite tools to trade, guys. If I had to pick one tool, it'd be really tough to choose between these two. But, right, we take everything into consideration here. We're not just using one indicator by itself. We got to use multiple, okay? And I like this one. The only thing I would suggest is wait for the monthly. But if you think that's going to come here in the next couple of months, I would say take a position and use a stop loss right there, probably around $30. Stop loss at like $29. $29 just below that $30 level there. That one actually does look interesting. I like that one. It's a good call out for a buy. What else we got? What is this, by the way? I'll go ahead and put that on the watch list so it'll get called out in the Discord when it happens. OLN, I believe this is an oil and gas company, if I'm not mistaken. I probably am. I don't know too much about it, but it has the monthly, so it looks very strong as long as it can hold on to $17. Okay, we'd be continuing to hold this one. If you entered on that monthly dot right there, you got in around $20. It's at 22 right now. And again, we just be waiting for our sell targets now. Either the stochastic to hit the white dotted line or to come back up here to the red zone at around 45. But I do like this one. This one looks good. I would buy this one on the next daily green dot. Okay, the next daily green dot. Because again, if the monthly chart is green, that means we are going up on a month-to-month basis. Right? More than likely, we are going up for the next 1 to 6 months. Have we had a little pullback this month? Yes, you could see that on the daily chart. Okay, but now the blue wave's back down here on the daily. Now you should be looking for places to enter, and those places come when we get the green dot there on the daily. So as long as the monthly is green, we are looking to buy green dots on the daily when the wave is down here. Okay, and our target on that is up there at 45, but I like that one. SBET down to 13. Again, where's everyone buying SBET? Everyone's talking about SBET up here at 120, $100. Okay, everyone's really excited up there. Yeah, SBET. Yeah, they're buying Ethereum. Yeah. Okay, now it's at $13, and all you hear is crickets. All you hear is crickets. I would honestly avoid these companies. The companies that don't have any earnings or any revenue, I guess they made a little bit of money last quarter, but not a lot. Those companies, I just don't choose to dabble in. But if you want to trade it, look for the green dot. I like to buy good quality names. Here's FI. I actually had taken a position on this off the golden dot back here at around 129, but I got stopped out. It looks like it has decent support at 120. If you took the gold dot, I would just wait now for the monthly. Okay, the monthly dot is our indication to buy. We also use that green or that golden dot. If you ever see that on the daily chart, like we got today on Oxy, and we also got, oh, that looks so good. We took some options on Oxy today. Oil and gas stocks look phenomenal right now. And we also took a trade on SLB, I think it was last week. Golden dot. So we treat the golden dot exactly like a monthly dot. And you can see how that thing's pushing up here now. But these look really good. Oil and gas stocks look really, really good. So FI, I would just continue to hold that one. I unfortunately got stopped out. So what I'm waiting for is a monthly dot on fee. Okay, but this they have phenomenal earnings. They're making a ton of money, so it's a good quality project. We just need that monthly signal to suit our strategy. If you entered off the gold, I would just continue to hold and then look to add more on the daily. Everyone's talking about Beyond Meat now. Why are they talking about Beyond Meat? Oh, because we're up here in the red zone because we just had a massive 1,000% move. So what are they doing now? Everybody's talking about Beyond Meat. Oh my gosh, it's the greatest thing to ever happen. It's going bankrupt. It's still going to the moon, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't dabble in the hype, guys, because that's how you get crushed. There was probably a lot of people today buying it at $7, and what happened? They yanked it on you. Okay, you want to see what a rug pull looks like? That's what it looks like right there. Right there. 60% down in one day. 60% down in one day. So, again, when everyone's talking about it, you're too late. Do you guys understand that? You're too late. We don't want to buy names that people are... It's already hit the mainstream. It's already hit the media. Everyone's already talking about it. You should have bought Beyond Meat right here. Right here on Friday, October 17th at 54 cents. Okay? I'm not making this up. That signal came at 54 cents on this day, Friday the 17th. You don't believe me? You guys can go download the indicator and look at it yourself. That was the day we wanted to buy. Not way up here in the red zone. We don't buy in the red zone. Can there be some weird short squeeze that happens and this thing goes to $10? Yeah. But again, that's not our strategy. We're not, it's just not our strategy, guys. We just don't dabble in that kind of stuff. Don't get caught up in the hype. Because if you guys bought Beyond at 7 today, you got smoked. You got smoked. You should have got in before the news when the indicator told you to right here at 54 cents. Okay, you're up 1,000% if you sold today. So, yeah. And have you ever even tried a Beyond Meat burger? I mean, I haven't, and you would have to kill me because I would never eat that garbage, okay? I'm sticking to the real stuff, not this artificial, weird stuff. Okay, they're going bankrupt for a reason because their product sucks. It sucks. Nobody wants to eat a weird hamburger. Okay, there's nothing wrong with eating meat. Okay, absolutely nothing wrong. EVGO, this looks good. I like this one. Okay, I like the pullback here into on the daily. All I would do is wait for the green dot here. Okay, it has the monthly. It got a pullback this month, which is good, especially when you have a green dot on the monthly. It pulled back from 5 now to 4. I would say this one is very strong above $4. Up above 4, it looks very strong, and you're buying it right now around 423. I just wait for that daily alert. NVO, I have a position on this as well. It's one of my favorite healthcare plays right now. Why? Simply because it has a green dot on the monthly. You can see the last time I got a green dot on the monthly with the wave down here was all the way back here in 2019. It went from 25 all the way up to 140. Okay, that was a massive move. So we're simply just playing the signal on this, being patient, and looking for a green dot here on the daily. I do have a position on NVO, though. They have a partnership. They had a partnership with GoodRx and Costco announced in the last 2 months, I believe. So I think this is definitely one that breaks out here to the red zone between 110 and 130. And they got earnings coming up here, it looks like, in a couple weeks. So that'll be interesting to see how that looks. What's up, Chris? Yeah, no one wants a Beyond Burger. No one wants to eat weird pea meat. I don't know what they even make that out of. I don't even want to know. Julian says XPR. And I will be taking requests from the chat as time goes on. So if you guys want to drop those, just go ahead and drop them. XPR, I don't like the red dot on the monthly. I would use a stop loss at, I don't know, probably 4.5 cents. VKT, this is Viking Therapeutics, got the green dot on the monthly, so we're bullish on this. Okay, we want to be looking for a trade on this. So it's got the green on the monthly. What are we missing? We're missing the green on the daily. It looks like they had earnings announced today, and the stock is flat. So, I mean, this looks like a good place to be adding some if you believe in their company, if you believe in their vision, if you believe in their product. Again, I don't know all these companies. They're not even reporting revenue. So another one of my rules that's kind of not in the trading rules is I want to buy good quality projects, good quality companies. I don't want to buy meme coins or penny stocks or anything like that. These guys don't make any revenue. So I don't want to buy a company that's not making revenue. That's just my personal opinion. Yes, it has the green dot on the monthly. again, we want to be smart about what we're buying as well. FET is absolutely sinking here, sinking to the floor. I think anyone that can hold on to alts here into November is going to be greatly rewarded. Everyone panicking right now and selling is going to be very mad, obviously, in the future. But what I would look for on FET is just the green monthly. That's all we need. You can see it has support down here at around a penny. Jesus, that's like that's a lot down from where we're sitting at right now. But if you guys jumped the gun on this and didn't wait for the green monthly dot, I mean, what do you expect? Okay, you should have had a stop loss right here at around 50 cents. It broke 50, and now everyone's getting rug. That's down 60% in the month of October. That's insanity, dude. That's the biggest drop on this in a whole month, man. Wow. This one will be a nice one off that monthly. And again, guys, we call these signals out over here in the Discord, right here under the monthly alerts. So you guys will get that FET one when it comes. I think when it does come, it'll be very interesting. I mean, if this thing ever goes down to a penny, I would probably pull the trigger. I mean, this thing went from 5 cents all the way up to $3.50 back in the last bull run. In a year, it went up 10,000%. So that's an interesting one. We got that one on the watch list. Again, all we'd have to do is wait for the signal. We don't have to be emotional. We don't have to think about it. We simply just wait for the signal to cross. And when it does, we take our trade. And that's that. Flux also. Jeez, dude. These alts are getting wrecked, man. Some of these alts are just getting smoked. Okay, that one's got a red one here. So again, the chart is down and to the right. We don't want to trade charts like this that are down and to the right. The charts we want to trade are like Chainlink. Chainlink is up and to the right. Okay, Ethereum, up and to the right. Solana, up and to the right. Okay, wow. Some of these just got smoked, man. 37% down in October. Just get wrecked. Here's VeChain. VeChain again. Just need the monthly. Okay, the monthly dot is all you need on VeChain. That's up 5% today. HBAR. HBAR is now red on the monthly. So what I would do on HBAR is make sure I would set a stop loss at 15 or look to buy more at 10 cents, whatever you want to do. A good example of a golden dot is this one right here on HBAR. Gold dot came back here November of 2024 at 4 cents. It went all the way up there to 39 cents. That was a massive move. Okay, 1,000% off that golden dot back there in November. Sometimes these signals print really fast. Sometimes they take more time. This one took 30 days to go from 4 cents all the way up to 40. So that was a beautiful signal. Again, you should have been selling HBAR up here at 40 cents. Red dot in the red zone is where we sell. Okay, could have been selling right here in this area. And now we are sinking. So all we can do now is either wait for a weekly dot or a monthly dot. Okay, I'd probably watch the weekly. This big liquidation move makes it very hard to do technical analysis on that monthly chart, just because, I mean, that was the biggest drop in history, right? That was the biggest liquidation event in history. And now we're just kind of chopping around, waiting to see what we're going to do. So if it prints a red dot here on the daily, I would just set your stop loss. If it breaks 15, though, you could see a move back down to like 10. So if I was playing this, if I wanted to add more to it, I would simply just look to the weekly chart right now. I see one for Justin at Aero, A-E-R-O. That one's down at 74. Again, I'm gonna point you to the weekly chart here. Okay, the weekly chart back here on Monday, Monday of April 20. That was 14, 36 cents all the way up here to 162. That was a beautiful trade. Got the red dot there. Okay, 140, and it sank all the way down. I got stopped out on this one at 75. I had a stop loss at around 75. It's sitting right at my stop loss level, but you can see that red dot showing up. So if you want to protect your capital, okay, if you think this red dot's going to be false, I would definitely put a stop loss now at 70 cents. Needs to hold 70 here. Okay, and again, I'm going to direct you to the weekly chart. If you want to buy or look for a place to add more, I would look for the weekly. Yeah, everyone's spooked out, Bob. Everyone's spooked out about that event. Everyone's fearful. Everybody's uncertain. Everybody's on edge right now, right? Where would you guys say we are? Where would you guys say we are right now? Okay? Do you think we're up here? Do you think we're down here? Or do you think we're right here in this section? Despair, new paradigm, or stealth phase, or bear trap, or bull trap. Okay? Again, we don't want to sell, right? If you think we're down in this area, we don't want to be selling right now. We want to be being cautious, obviously. We could always get out and get back in when the coast looks a little more clear. Okay, that's okay. But we're nowhere near this, right? We're nowhere near the, oh my gosh, everybody's losing their minds. Okay? Poet, this one had a pretty nice run here. Honestly, I would have sold it right here off the red dot back there on October 10th at around 9. If you're in the trade, I would use a stop loss at 7. If 7 breaks, I would sell it. I put a stop loss at 690 on that one. Just below 70. SERV, this one's coming down nicely. Had a nice pop up there to 20. You got a red dot kind of sort of around the red zone, not quite in it. You could have took some off there at 1750. If you want to look for another entry, just wait for a green dot. Doge. Still holding the green daily. Tomorrow's going to be a really big day. Tomorrow's going to be a massive day. Okay, Doge also has a red monthly. So again, there is a lot of warning signs right now popping off here in crypto. Okay, and I said that I could flip bearish here in the next couple of months over a couple months ago when we start seeing these red dots and people aren't going to like it. But all we got to do is pay attention to the levels, guys. Again, all emotions aside, we're using data and logic here. Okay, if the dot is red, there is a good chance that we could continue to slide. Okay, if this red dot is fake, we should get a pump back up into the end of the month and into November. But what I will say is there is a very big support level right there at 15. If 15 cents breaks on Doge, okay, we're probably going to melt back down to 5 to 10 cents. And that's just the reality of it. So what I would watch for is a red dot here on the daily. If we can hold this green dot here on the daily and get some green and pump back up tomorrow, that would be the best thing for the markets. But you can see they're just trying everything they can right now to slam everybody down because, again, everybody is panicking. Everybody is scared. You can see it right here, okay? Fear and greed index. People are fearful right now. When people are fearful, they're going to do everything they can. They're going to pass headlines. They're going to slam it down, right? They're going to try to slam the price down and make you panic and sell your bags. Because, again, guys, the smart money, okay, these guys, the millionaires, the billionaires, the trillionaires, the hedge fund managers, they can't buy unless you guys are selling. And they can't sell unless you guys are buying. So our job as traders is to be on the right side of the trade. We want to buy with the smart money. Okay, smart money is not panic selling down here. Okay, smart money is selling and taking profits up here like we were doing in September and early October. Okay, simply just off of our signals. So Doge, again, it's a very tough read right now. Again, I'm going to direct you to the weekly chart and look for the green dot on the weekly. I think that's going to be the best tell for where we bounce here in the crypto markets. ALK, this is Alaska Airlines. That one's also red here on the monthly. So if you're going to play this, I would set a tight stop loss at 46. 46 on the stop loss. Okay, if we can go back up, that red dot could fade away. So a dot is never confirmed. Okay, hear me out. A dot is never confirmed until it closes the candle, right? When November forms, the dot can't be taken away. This dot could fade away if we get back up over 50 bucks. So what you're looking at right now is that support level right here from last Thursday at 46, 45, somewhere in that area. And we should have a target of 70 to 75 on this. So as long as we can hold, I'm just going to say 45 as a non-conservative stop loss. As long as we're above 45, this thing's fine. As long as the green dot holds, right, we got to assume we're going up. But if we get a red dot, we got to make sure to set a stop loss and use caution and protect our capital. Okay, the red dot is a reason to set a stop loss or sell. Okay, Rare, this is a stock here. Green dot on the monthly, so we would be buying this right here. If we believed in the company, if we liked the company, if we believed they were going to be around for the next 1 to 2 years, or like Warren Buffett says, 50 years, we would be buying here. Okay, decent earnings. It's got a red dot here. I mean, you got to play the monthly. You should be playing the monthly dot with a target up here between 52 and 56 there. That one looks decent. I'll put that one on the favorites here for today. HAL, H-A-L. Yeah, this thing's ripping. So oil and gas is doing good. Oil and gas does good in recessions, right? In bad times, right? When you're seeing tech sell off, okay, when you're seeing tech go red, Oil and gas companies are going to do very well, along with healthcare. Those are the two best sectors to buy when tech is going down. And you could see HAL, green dot came right here off their earnings. That was right before their earnings, right there at 22. It's up 20% off that signal. So, again, it was going sideways, 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 not going up crazy, not going down crazy. Now we're in this section. Okay, we're coming up here. Okay, so our target on that is 30 to 32. That would be the first target. Second target with our selling strategy, right? We'd want to look to that stochastic RSI. If that thing comes up there and hits 100, that is where we would be selling and taking profits. So I'd be patient on this. Wait for 30 to 32 to take some profits. But if you've been in on this, I think we were buying this back here at 20 as well. And it's had a really nice breakout here. Really nice earnings. Okay, you saw USO start to break out today. USO is United States Oil. Okay, big gap up today. Looking phenomenal. Okay, so oil and gas stocks look very, very good here. Oil and gas and healthcare are my two favorite sectors right now, along with altcoins, because, again, most altcoins are sitting at all-time lows right now. It's probably going to be very choppy for the next month or so, but eventually I think the waters will calm and the money will flow back into the crypto markets. ASTH, green dot on the monthly. This one looks good. We'd be a buyer down here with that green dot, and our target would be here based on the fib up here between 55 and 60. I like this one as well. If you want to buy it here, go ahead and start your position. But I would look for the green dot here on the daily if you're going to do that. Look for the green dot on the daily if you're going to play that. You should have already been in off the green monthly, though. Okay, that came in September, around $25. Okay, September was back here in this area. Okay, this is where the green dot came on the monthly. So when the monthly comes, if the monthly dot comes, guys, I want you to hear something. If this comes and we're in the golden zone, okay, we're in this zone and the monthly comes, you need to be adding to your bag, okay? Just like NVO there, you need to start your position, okay? I don't care what it does in this consolidation phase because we're 1 to 6 months out. If you got the green dot on the monthly and it's in the golden zone, you want to be very aggressive if you're using our strategy. Because, again, our target for NVO is up here, okay? That's at 110. Okay, that's around 100% move if it goes back to that area. So I like it. I like it. I like this one too. I just don't know anything about the company. Cody, C-O-D-Y, green on the monthly. So again, if you believe in the project, got a green monthly down here in the bottom of the golden zone, we would be bullish on this. I don't know what this thing does, but it got absolutely annihilated here. Target on that would be 22. It looks good. Technically, it looks good. Fundamentally, I don't know. Fundamentally, I don't know what that thing is. And we got Donut breaking out here. So we've been holding Donut since like $3, right? I think my entry was like $3.20, and it's just been doing nothing, okay? Nothing, okay? Absolutely nothing. Going sideways since June. Just hasn't moved. It had a nice little pop up to 6 here, sold off, but you can see that thing gapped up today. So we're looking for some continuation on this thing. My target on Krispy Kreme is between $10 and $12. Okay, it's breaking out here, though. That's a beautiful breakout. So I think we're going to get some more action to the upside here tomorrow. Between $8 and $12 would be an excellent trade because, again, we were entering down here at $3. So if it goes up to 10, that's a 230% trade for us. Okay, we tripled our money. So Donut's looking good. A big gap up. It was at $5 or $6 this morning, and it came back down to 4. There's a short squeeze going on, so I think that thing goes to 10. I think that thing will be at $10 here probably by the end of the year. Okay, again, we're just using our signals. Look for a red dot in the red zone. We're willing to hold for 1 to 6 months till it happens, but there is starting to get a lot of hype behind the name. We got the signal back here in July, right there around $3. So I'm up like 60% on the trade already, but we got a lot of room to go. Victorious Donuts. Victory Donuts at Daytona 500. Was there news about that or something today? What's up, Whittaker? What's up, Velen? Neil, how you doing, brother? Chris? Love you guys for tuning into the live stream. If you guys are watching the replay, go ahead and smash the like. If we can get this video to 300 likes by Friday's live stream, it's Wednesday right now. If we can get this video to 300 likes by Friday, I'll give away 10 Chainlink. 10 Chainlink or whatever crypto you want. Okay, you could tell me what crypto you want, and I'll send you $200 worth of whatever cryptocurrency you choose. But I like Chainlink. That's why I like giving away Chainlink, because I think it is probably the best investment anybody can make here. So, yeah. That's all I got to say about that. Bristol Myers is another one that gave the golden dot here. I entered this one right here, I think it was last week, around 43. So it gave the golden dot, it popped up, it came back down. That's called a double bottom. So a double bottom is when we bounce, we come back, we retest, okay, and then we bounce. So this looks good. My target on this is up here at $60. I really like BMY here. Okay, just playing that golden dot right there. I don't believe it has the monthly yet, but that monthly, I believe, is coming. Okay, so I'm still bullish on BMY. And again, I like healthcare stocks right now. Here's Snapchat. Snapchat closed with a green dot here on the daily today, so that is very bullish. One thing I've been talking about with Snapchat, guys, is the volume. Okay, let me just hide all our other indicators here. Look at the volume, okay? Somebody with a lot of money, I mean, this is like billions of dollars of shares being traded, right? Not normal, okay? You zoom out. This has never happened before. You've never seen this kind of volume on Snapchat, okay? Just a massive amount of money. Somebody, okay, this isn't retail coming in here and buying this. Nobody's talking about Snapchat right now. Everyone thinks it's a joke, okay? But somebody is doing something here, okay? And that's why I have a position on it. I'm loaded pretty heavy on Snapchat. I bought it back here at 9, got smoked, bought back here around 7, and I'm still holding it because, again, I think the company is either going to figure it out. Okay, that's the biggest volume candle in history back in September. Look at that volume candle. Okay, way up. Okay, that is it's never been higher. It's never been higher. Okay, that is a lot of shares being traded. Okay, I don't know who's buying them. Okay, I don't know who's selling them, but something is going on with the stock of Snapchat. Okay, and again, it's one of the most popular social media apps around, especially for Gen Z. So I love Snapchat. Snapchat's on my favorites list. It's in my portfolio. I think it's a steal down here at 7. And again, that volume is unusual. People would call that unusual volume. NASCAR sponsorship with Krispy Kreme. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. Krispy Kreme, baby. Bring on Dairy Queen next or something. Okay, they had that one with McDonald's, but it just, no bueno. Path, you should have sold this one back here on Monday. That right there around 17 to 18 bucks. So if you want to buy again, I would just wait for this thing to reset, probably down here to 12. You got the MACD crossover. We're coming down. Again, you got to sell the red dot in the red zone if you guys are going to use our strategy. That's just how it goes. It is green on the monthly. So again, you want to look for pullbacks and green dots on the daily chart. So look for a green dot or look for it to come back here and bounce off of like 14 to 13 bucks. But you should have took some profits, at least sold half the position or the whole position right there around 18 when that signal came. I don't like the MACD crossover. That's pretty ugly. SoFi. I'm actually short SoFi. I'm shorting this stock right now. I have some puts on it. If you guys don't know what puts are, I have a free trading course. I'm not, sorry, it's not free. The options course is not free. That's for more advanced people that want to learn how to short. I do have a free trading course, but the options course you will have to enroll because I don't want just all the newbies coming in here and trying to trade options, because options are very advanced when it comes to trading, but they give you a way to short a stock if you think it's going to go down. So SoFi actually has earnings coming up here on Tuesday of next week. So again, it's in the red zone. This thing's gone straight up for the last, since April. Okay, it's up almost 300% since April. I think it's going to correct back down just like it did back here, and that's why I'm shorting it. So I'm just going to continue to be short. If they beat their earnings and continue to go up, wonderful, good for them. But I do have some short contracts, some puts on that, and I'm playing that thing to the downside. So I'm still short on that. We got CRO. Again, where was everyone excited about CRO? They were excited back here in August, okay, at 30 to 35 cents when they announced that partnership with DJT. Okay, now no one's talking about it. So it's got a red dot on the monthly too. So again, I'm going to revert to the weekly chart for you on crypto, on these altcoins. The weekly chart is the one you want to pay attention to right now. That is the one. Okay, look for that weekly dot, but that looks like it was the top for now, up there at 40. Litecoin, same thing. Looking for the weekly. It's red on the monthly. Okay, so again, using caution here, using a stop loss. I do not like these altcoin charts right now. I really don't. Okay, I really don't like them. A lot of them are showing a lot of bearish divergence at the moment. So I would look to that weekly chart there. SCHD. SCHD is also, this is Schwab, red on the monthly there. this is more of a day trader stock here, but I would use a stop loss at 26 on that if you're playing it. 26.50. CELR, again, this thing is just getting roasted. Doesn't have that monthly dot, so I would wait for the monthly. But again, all-time lows right now, not a good look for that name. ACN still looks good. We still like ACN here. We got the golden dot that was back there in September at around 235. It's sitting at 250 right now. Again, target's up here at 380. I actually like this one. Okay, if you want to look for a place to add on the green monthly, but this wave is way down here right now. Okay, that's a really good sign for the asset. I do like that. I do like ACN here. Okay, and again, that was a play. If you guys bought it, that was a play off the golden dot, right? That was a play on the golden dot. The golden dot is very similar. We treat it the same as a monthly dot. Okay, the golden dots are very rare on the daily chart. They don't come very often. You can see this one hasn't had one in 3 years. Hasn't even had one in 6 years. Okay, it's never actually printed on the chart before, so that's the first time it's printed since I could see all the way back. So again, target would be 360 to 380. We're 1 to 6 months out, being patient and waiting. Exciter says bro, B-R-O. Are you talking about bro or bros? Brown and brown? I like the bounce here. There's just no monthly. I would wait for the monthly alert on bro. Pengu. I'm sure this one's getting smoked too. All your favorite TikTokers were telling you about it up here at 4 cents. Now it's getting roasted. So I would avoid it. That red dot, I would probably sell that red dot right now. Okay, I think this one's coming down. And again, there's just not enough data. So once again, if you're looking at altcoins, I would revert to the weekly chart. Everything is pointing down on that one though. Again, it's just a complete hype play. All those influencers, the meme coin traders are telling you, hey, look at this penguin. Look at the penguin here, right? It's just a penguin. Let's just buy it because it's a penguin. It's stupid, guys. It's honestly stupid. Okay? Delusion. Buy good quality projects. What utility does this stupid coin have? None. It doesn't have any. People are going to forget about it in a year, and it's going to be gone because it brings nothing to the table. CECN, I like this one too. Got the green dot there today. I like it a lot. Looks like it's sold off a little bit after hours. Did Trump tweet or something? Why is everything down after hours? Why is everything down after hours right now? Links down to 17. ICP's down a little bit. OP, stuff's just selling off right now. Did Trump tweet or something? I can't check the news because of whatever reason. But again, right now, I think the best way to play CNC is probably going to be with a stop loss at 30 bucks. Long as 30 holds, okay, it's good. But expect some turbulence. But it does have a green monthly. So again, if you believe in the company, if you're long on this company, if you like it, I think it's a healthcare name, if I'm not mistaken. We would be buying this here today, okay? And our stop loss would be down here at 30 bucks, okay? Or our place to add. You don't have to sell it if it goes past 30, but you could buy more. Okay, which you should be excited to buy more of your asset, okay, if it goes down, if you're a long-term holder, if you're targeting up here in the red zone. So I do like this one a lot simply because the monthly dot. So I'm going to put that one on the favorites list as well. We got Kita, or I saw some of you guys talking about a potential Coinbase listing for this one. It's been a very popular name in the Discord. I have never bought it or anything, but there's just not enough data for me to really get excited about it. I think as long as it can hold on to 40, it looks fine. But again, if it gets listed on Coinbase, obviously that's going to bring some liquidity to it. But it's sitting at 50 cents right now. It's just, there's not a lot of data, right? My indicator can't really tell us anything just yet. But if you're playing the Coinbase listing, obviously you want to look at that. Jasmine needs the monthly alert there. WLFI. Again, not a lot of data for me. These things down at 12 cents. This is Trump's media company. It's just sinking. So I would look to buy this one. There's no data on the weekly or the monthly. So if you're looking at the daily, I mean, I'm looking at a level right there at around 10 cents. That doesn't look like a bad place to take a stab at it. Again, a very new coin. So there's just, again, if our buys and sells are coming off of data and there's no data on my chart because it just came out 3 months ago, I can't All right, I can't really tell you anything. What I can tell you is it hit 7 cents and popped back up to 13. Okay, that is one thing it's got going for it. But besides that, it just kind of looks ugly. What is this? RDW? RDW. Needs a green monthly. Bull. Again, Bull's another name that doesn't have any data here on the monthly, so we can look to the weekly. We're just looking for the weekly dot there on Bull. If there's no data on the monthly, you guys need to use the weekly chart, okay, for the signal. So I would watch probably $10 is going to be a big level for Webull. Again, I don't see their earnings. They made $131 million last quarter. I don't, that's not a lot of money, okay? 117, whereas like a exchange like Robinhood, who is their competitor, is making almost $1 billion. So, yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of Webull. I tried to use it, didn't like the app. So if I don't like something, if I don't like using something, I just don't want to invest in it. But what I will tell you is that $10 is a big level for it. As long as it holds on to 10, looks okay. How I would trade it is I would buy the next weekly dot if I wanted to own it. Yeah, 300 likes on the video, guys, for a 10 link giveaway. That's around a $200 value right now. RDW needs the monthly. It doesn't have the monthly dot, so I would be waiting for that. That one or the weekly, but it has support right here at 650, so that's a level. But again, we want that green dot on the monthly. Okay, that's the most important thing there. GWW needs the green monthly as well. RVN, I took a trade on this yesterday. It has a green monthly dot. I took the trade here off of the green daily, so I got in right there at around. I think I got in right around the price we're at. I think around maybe 13.20 or something. So I'm down a little bit today, but again, we're consolidating right now. We're going sideways. Target on this is up here between 16 and 17. Okay, I actually rode in a Rivian for the first time a couple weeks ago, and I was pretty impressed. I like it better than the Cybertruck. I've drove it a Cybertruck once, and to be honest, I would rather go with a Rivian truck. So, again, target on this $16 to $17 there on RIVN. COP. COP looks really good. I really like COP. Anything oil and gas right now, people are going to go into safety. If we're selling off hard, people are going to rotate into safety. Okay? So, COP, one of the biggest gas companies in the world. It's red on the monthly. So, if it's red on the monthly, you need to pay attention to where the level is, right? The stop loss level. The stop loss level will be right here at 85, 85.74. That would be the stop loss level, but I like this one a lot. It has a green dot here. Yes, I know the monthly is red, but like I said, if price goes back up, okay, that red dot could fade. And the daily's telling you, like, hey, this is the potential bottom here on the daily. I would just simply use a stop loss at $85 on COP. That's probably one of my favorite trades. It's not the most exciting, sexy trade, right? Because if we go back up here to 110 to 112, okay, you're talking about a 30% move. That's still damn good. 30% is still damn good. Okay, if that ends up playing out. But for the most part, right, we just got to pay attention to the consolidation, how we're kind of curling up here. And you saw that USO broke out today. Okay, USO is United States Oil Fund. Normally when this goes up, other oil and gas company stocks go up as well. So you saw SLB, which is another oil and gas company. You have the golden dot back here on the 15th. That's where I took the trade, right there around 32. I'm up like, I don't know, almost 10% on the trade so far. And then the other one, what did we get today? We got one today. We got a golden dot today on Oxy. Okay, that got called out. So $40 is a very interesting level. I like oil and gas stocks a lot. COP looks really good here. Okay, I think that one is going to follow the rest of the herd. So that is a good safe trade right now, in my opinion. REKT got the red dot there yesterday at $3. You should have been selling. RNDR needs the green monthly. It came and it went. God, man, they are just doing alt so dirty right now. Holy smokes, man. I made a TikTok today on ADA. I'm just watching 50 cents. Again, all these have red dots showing up right now. So again, we got to use our brains here, use our logic and say, okay, if we're wrong, right, we want to set a stop loss at 50 cents. So if it does come back down to 20, we can buy back in, okay? But I would definitely have a stop loss set on ADA at around 50 cents. But as long as 50 cents holds, it looks fine. It's got a red dot here today as well. So if you wanted to use a less conservative stop loss, or a more conservative stop loss, put it right there at 59. That's the low from Friday. But again, red dot on the daily, red dot on the monthly. Okay, using logic, it wouldn't be a bad idea to set a stop loss at 58 or 59 cents right now on Cardano. Okay, because if we do get another massive liquidation leg down, okay, which could happen, again, I can't predict the future. All I can see is what the data says. That's it. So it's up to us to determine, okay, are things bullish right now or are they bearish? I think they're slamming everybody out. I think they're just absolutely bullying retail right now. And retail's just up in arms. I mean, you guys have seen the Discord chat, right, over the last, I don't know, couple weeks, right? People are in fear. They're panicking. They're uncertain. And if you zoom out and look at the charts, I mean, we're at all-time lows right now. They have a right? They have a right to be panicking. But we never want to sell at all-time lows. We're waiting for this to happen, right? That's not happening right now. This is just sideways action. Okay, there's no pump. There's no dump. We're just moving sideways. So WLD, I can't really tell you much. I would just look to the weekly chart. If you're trading altcoins, I would be looking for weekly alerts. Like the weekly alerts will call the bottom here. Mara had a red dot right here on Thursday at around 22, 23. Gonna need to put a stop loss at around 18 on that one. What is it on the monthly? Still green on the monthly. I think as long as it can hold on to 18, it's good. But hopefully you took some profits up here again. When this blue wave gets way up here, guys, and we might not be in the red zone, but we're close, you can use caution and take some off the table. 24 was a pretty good target for Mara there. But I don't like the MACD cross. It just doesn't look strong here at these levels. I almost bought Rig, yep. Rig, I almost bought it. But again, that's another oil and gas company that could do very, very well in the coming... I mean, if oil and gas breaks out, which I'm telling you guys, if you see a sell-off in crypto and tech, like a massive one, I mean, like one we saw on last Friday or 2 Fridays ago, wherever it was, you could see that on tech. You could see that happen, like what happened to altcoins. Okay, if that happens, there's going to be a rotation of that money into something else. And normally, people go from growth stocks to value stocks. Okay, value stocks are things like healthcare stocks, are things like, what else did we take a trade on? We took a trade on Campbell's Soup. Okay, Campbell's Soup. Doesn't move very big, right? It had this big sell-off, had the green monthly dot, pays us 5 to 6% dividend, and it's a value stock, right? It's hard to move, right? Because people aren't investing into this to make 20x gains. They're investing in this to protect their capital and let it grow over time, right? 5% dividend in a time like this is, I mean, I'll take it, okay? And if the stock goes back up to 40, 44 bucks, we could sell it and go find the next trade. So, again, I think the play right now is going to be value stocks. If you're looking at stocks, I would not buy things like SoFi. I mean, look at this. We've gone up for 6 months in a row, okay? After that, normally we get a correction, okay? This thing's never gone up for 6 months in a row, okay? Same thing with PLTR. I have shorts on PLTR and SoFi, and you could just see how, I mean, this thing's gone up for a year straight with no correction. So when the correction comes, it's going to happen. It's going to happen fast. So just with the way the charts look, guys, it's honestly concerning. It kind of like points to like something like potentially bad happening. I don't know what, but like some kind of event that's just going to cause this thing to correct, right? And I don't know. I haven't really seen charts that look like this in a long time. Like even NVIDIA corrects, right? NVIDIA, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Okay, I mean, this thing's just gone straight up. This can't sustain forever. It can't just keep doing this. Okay, eventually it's going to be profit taken, and it's going to come back down. So we will see what happens here. What else we got? Tiger, TIGR, red on the monthly. So again, if you have a red dot on the monthly, you want to set a stop loss, I'd put it right there at 880. Okay, 880. Rig, we just talked about this. Again, any oil and gas company looks interesting to me right now. This thing looks really interesting because, again, the all-time high was up here at 160, and it's at $3 right now. Green dot on the monthly. We love the green monthly dots, right? We're looking to add on the green dailies now, and we got 2 of those in the last couple. I think oil and gas stocks are going to absolutely explode here, folks. I think they're going to do very, very well, and I don't think there's anything anyone can do about it. So I like Rig. Rig is going to go on the favorites list. So far from your guys' request, these are the favorites. We got COP, Rig, ACN, Snapchat, EVGO, AVNTS, Link, so on and so forth. So those are the favorites. Again, I'll share this with you guys here after the stream, and you guys can go take a look at it if you guys want to in your spare time. And we'll be live here again on Friday. We're going to go over our watch list, actually. Our watch list is all the names that I am holding and also the names that we are looking to actively buy here in the coming week. So that's on Friday, every single Friday besides last Friday because my wife and I were traveling. But Wednesday and Fridays for the live streams, guys. Make sure you're subscribed and smash that bell and never miss a stream. I like Rig a lot. Fannie Mac or whatever. Fannie Mae. Fannie Mae. I don't know about this one too. Another one that's just gone absolutely berserk over the last year. And it's in the red zone, so I don't want it. I don't want it here. If you're investing based off technicals, I would look to sell the next red dot. Robinhood, again, up in the red zone. No, thank you. No, thank you. Red dot on the monthly. I think this one's going to come down too. I would short Robinhood here too. SMR getting smoked. Okay, once again, red dot in the red zone. We're selling. If you didn't sell the red dot, you're down 33%. Okay, I can't make this stuff up, guys. This is what the data says. So, again, we're here to make educated guesses. We make those guesses based off of logic and data. And we have the discipline to not be scared to sell and listen to our strategy because the strategy, it works if you have patience. If you have the patience and you have the ability to hold through dips and take profits when you need to, right? CCJ, again, red dot right up here at 94. If you didn't take profits, you are now down 14%, okay? And this thing could keep falling. I wouldn't touch this thing, okay? It's got no red dot on the monthly yet, but that is a topping candle. God, these markets do not look good, guys. I mean, I have a feeling that something's coming, and I don't want to spread FUD or anything like that, but tech stocks and some of these names, they have ran so much over the last year. I mean, it's just, look at SoFi. I mean, this thing is just, no correction. None. Zero. Okay? No, I swapped Axel today, AXL, and I swapped it for more Pinlink. I just like Pinlink right now. I think Pinlink is a very interesting project, very low cap play. And I think it has 10x potential. I just don't know much about AXL. I decided to take the loss on it today and just roll all of the money I had left in it into Pinlink. I sold that today. And again, I tell you guys everything I'm doing over here in the Discord. Overkill Trades. You can see we took the Oxy call today off that golden dot. I bought Rivian yesterday, and then today I swapped Axel for Pin. So I just didn't like Axel. I mean, it's another one of those charts that's just really ugly, right? Just melting down into the right. So I decided to take my chances with Pinlink because it's a newer project, and I think they have a lot going for it. MTLN. Oh, man. I don't know. I would make sure if you're going to buy it, make sure it holds 42. Set a stop loss at 42. Just not enough real data for me to tell you anything. D Pro coming on down. Again, where'd the red dot come? Right there in October at $13. You also had one in the red zone right around here at 7. Right, our goal is not to get out at the exact top, is to get out somewhere around it. Sometimes names can break out of the red zone and keep going. That's great. Okay, but this one's pulling back right now, so I would be very cautious on this one. I would look for a daily dot if you're going to play it. Ford, red dot in the red zone up here at 35. If you didn't sell the red dot, you are now down 54%. Okay, I've been there. I was there. I was thinking, oh, it's going to keep going. I don't do that anymore, guys. If I get a red dot in the red zone on something I'm holding, I am selling, like no matter what. Okay, I might not sell the whole position, but I'm definitely selling at least half of the position. And you guys can see why in the charts. I mean, every chart I pull up, it shows you. Red dot in the red zone. Okay. You want to sit through a 50% drop? I don't. I hate that. I hate watching my account go down like that. Okay, and this one had a massive move. You got in on this green dot down here on August 16th. That was at 11. It went to 45. Dude, that is a 300% trade. 337% up. If you're not taking profits and you're up 337%, you are greedy. Yeah, if you guys want the indicators, you can get them over here in the Discord. Okay, trading indicator. This is my trading layout. You click this link, it takes a couple of clicks, and again, everything loads directly up into your TradingView account. If you have questions or need support setting it up, it's a very straightforward process. Like I said, 2 clicks, and you got the whole entire layout in your TradingView account. Just email me if you have questions. Ford. Again, yeah, it got sold off. So your opportunity to take profits is gone. Now you either got to hold it all the way down. I mean, I hate that if you're holding this thing still, because look how far the wave is. Look at this thing. Again, a company with literally no earnings. I would totally avoid that one. And it sucks if you didn't sell that one, but it is what it is, right? We learn our lesson, and we learn from our failures, and we move on. What else we got? RSR. This is another one I sold right before that dip we got on Friday. I think I sold it literally at like 0.006. Sold all the way off down to 0.002 and then went back up. I mean, these charts are broken, dude. Like I've never seen a dip like last. I mean, look at that. Look at that wick. Where have you seen a wick like that before on this chart? You've never seen one like that before. Okay. They liquidated everybody. Okay. They got everybody out. That thing's up 400% off that bottom. But this one has a weekly green dot. I would say the support level on this is 0.0045. That's just the reality of it. If you want to own it here, I think it looks good. I would look for a daily dot now. Look for the daily dot if you want to add to it. Right now, it's a hold. Right? I wouldn't tell you to sell this thing if you believe in it because, again, we're literally sitting at lows right now. We don't want to sell at the lows. The all-time low is down here at 0.001. That's where it wicked down to. So if it melts back down there, that's going to get really ugly. So it's just, guys, I'm going to be honest, it's even hard for me right now to understand where we're going to go. I'm like at a neutral place, but I'm starting to lean more and more bearish as time goes on. So we'll see what happens. Again, a lot of these names, a lot of them are at all-time lows. Like Altcoin, all-time low. It's at the lowest point it's ever been right now. Okay. ICP, same thing. ICP is another cryptocurrency that's been around for a long time. All-time lows. It's at the lowest point it's ever been. So, of course, I'm wanting to buy these because I'm buying it at the cheapest price in 4 years. In 4 years. So, and you just got to you have got that conviction about what you're buying, meaning you have to believe in the projects you're buying. If you believe in RSR, I think it is a good time to buy right now. Could we come back down here to 0.003 or 0.004? It's very likely. So, again, expect the best, but be prepared for the worst. Okay? We are in times of extreme fear right now. Not extreme fear, but fear. So, I think a green dot on the daily is going to be your best bet for RSR. Dot, also, all-time lows. Okay? Literally sitting at all-time lows right now. Red dot on the monthly. Uptober turned into Downtober. Just getting smoked here. So, crypto's either going to bounce back or it's the greatest scam ever pulled off in history. That's all I got to say about some of these coins right now. Because DOT is literally at all-time lows. And again, I'm just going to revert you to the weekly chart here on Polkadot. I think that'll be the best place to get an idea where the bottom's going to be. I would just watch for that weekly signal. And again, we call out all the signals over here in the trade alerts. You got weekly alerts, you got daily alerts, you got monthly alerts. You got 4-hour alerts, and again, we have a thread, also golden dots as well. We have a thread that tells you how to trade each and every one. So, again, I'd revert to that. Again, I sold Axel today. If you want to hold it, I would just look for the green weekly. Hopefully that comes in the next 1 to 3 weeks. Okay, not a good place to sell unless you got somewhere else you want to put it. Again, red on the monthly there, and all-time lows. All-time lows. I took a pretty big loss on that one. I think I entered that one around 30 and I sold it at like 19 cents. So I lost about 30% on that one. But again, I have 29 names in my portfolio. Another rule we have over here in the Discord is to never exceed 5% of your portfolio in one trade. So if a name like Axel goes down 50%, I only lose 2.5% of my portfolio. Does that make sense? So 5% of my total portfolio. So that means if I have a $100,000 portfolio, I wouldn't put more than $5,000 into the name of Axel, right? Because again, if I'm wrong, I don't want my whole portfolio to be wiped out, right? Diversification is a great thing. So again, if you have a $100,000 account, okay, you want to multiply that by 0.05. That's equivalent to 5%. That's $5,000. So if Axel goes down, like it did, 30%, let's just say it went down 50%, okay? Let's divide by 2 because that's 50%, right? I'd lose $2,500 out of my $100,000. So it doesn't wipe me out. It doesn't kill me because, again, no one's 100% on trading, guys. No one is. No strategy is. You can always be wrong. That's why you always have to use risk management and, you know, the tools we have available to limit your risk to the downside. So that's why we use technical analysis. That is the main reason. If we're going to be wrong, we don't want to be wrong fast, and we don't want to put ourselves in a position to where if we're so wrong, we don't get completely wiped out. SNX, this one still looks pretty good. It's down 12% today, so this one actually had a green dot on its monthly back here at around, looks like 50 cents. It popped all the way up to $2. That was a 200% move. Nice big move. Now it's coming back down. You just need to wait for the daily on that one now. I'm going to actually put that one. I actually don't know too much about that project. I got so many names in my watch list, I'm trying to declutter them. Filecoin. I did enter this one at around 150. I think 155 is my entry. Again, it's sitting at its all-time low from back here in 2018. So this is the lowest price since 2018. So you're talking 7-year low. Filecoin at a 7-year low. Okay, and it is the leader in its space. It is a decentralized storage project. So they're kind of like AWS where they store data, but they do it in a decentralized way on their own platform. They're the leader in their space, in the crypto space, in that industry, just like how you have AI and meme coins and DeFi coins. Filecoin is a storage-based coin. So I want to get exposure to that. Again, I'm buying it at a 7-year low here. I know I jumped the gun on the green monthly, but I actually think that thing showed up sometime. I'm pretty sure it showed up here sometime throughout the month. And again, just because a dot shows up doesn't mean it has to... Yeah, it showed up on October 1st. So it actually gave the signal on October 1st. But just because it shows up doesn't mean it has to stay on the chart. Because again, if price goes down, that could take the dot away from the chart. And it did. And I actually got in right around 150. So I like that entry. I like the entry on it. I'm willing to hold this thing for 1 to 6 months. I'm not worried about it down here at its 7-year low. Because I think crypto overall in the coming years, right, and months is going to grow. So, I mean, if this thing goes back to 25, that's 2,500%. So I'm willing to hold that one. I still like the I'm a fundamental investor of Filecoin. I like the project. Okay. The only thing we need is the green monthly now. And Grayscale. Yep. Nathan says Grayscale holds Filecoin also. So they're institutional investors and they're holding Filecoin. So I like it. I like it a lot. I like that one. That one's right up there with Link for me. Mantle, M-A-N-T-L. Let's go to the daily. Just not enough data on this one. Let's see if we can go to a different chart. Okay. So again, red dot in the red zone up here at 245 was your sell point. Now it's just melting down. So once again, I'm going to direct you guys to the weekly chart. You even got a weekly dot right there back last week. You could take profits on a weekly dot. Again, that's all laid out over here in the dots and signals for you guys. A weekly dot is to sell or reduce your position by 25 to 100%. So you should have sold some right here. I would not touch this thing right now. I would get out of that one, or I would set a stop loss at 150. WLK. This one's still just hanging around. It's like that song. I've been hanging around this town on the corner. I've been hanging around this town today. WOK is down here in the golden zone. So this one again, green dot on the monthly. So what are we looking for? We're looking for the green dots on the daily. So this one got one yesterday, right there around 75. It's sitting at the same price. So I like this one as long as it holds 68. That one looks interesting. AVAX, down here at the bottom of the golden zone. The last time we were at the bottom of the golden zone was back here in June. Okay, that was at 15. It popped all the way up to 35. Everyone was excited about AVAX up here. Big liquidation. Now we're back to where we started back in June. Okay, June, July, August, September, October. We're at the 5-month low right now, down here at 16. So red dot here on the daily. Okay, time to make a decision. If you were going to make a decision to potentially protect your risk to the downside, I would use a stop loss at $18. $18 on the stop loss for AVAX here. XRP, this doesn't look good, man. Doesn't look good. Still green on the daily. I would have a stop loss at 218. 218 on the stop loss for XRP. Okay, that's that low from last Friday. 218. I haven't liked XRP for a long time, guys. I told you guys to sell XRP off these red dots in July at 350, and it's gone absolutely nowhere. Again, we bought XRP last year, right here in August, at, I think my entry was 47 cents. 47 cents off the green dot, all the way up to 350. That's an 850% move to the upside. And again, now everyone's excited about it, right? No one's excited about it down here. Everyone's excited about it up here. So, God, that candle is so ugly, man. Oh, okay, 215 needs to be your stop on XRP. I don't know what else to tell you. It just needs to reset, it seems like. Red dot on the monthly. Okay, a lot of warning signs. Once again, you had the opportunity to sell your XRP right here at 320 and right here at 350. If you drank the Kool-Aid and you thought this thing was going to $10,000 by the end of the year, once again, we learn our lessons and we continue to move forward. Okay, these indicators give us the data we need to logically take entries and exits. That's all it is for. Again, if you miss out on some gains, at least you stayed disciplined and did what you were supposed to do. You stuck to your plan. Okay, you stuck to your guns. INJ, red on the monthly. So again, they're shoving it all the way back down to where we were in April right now. Okay, again, I'm going to revert you to the weekly chart. Okay, look for the weekly dot if you want to add to INJ. Solana looks terrible too, man. Solana, you need a stop loss at 170. If Solana breaks 170, we're in trouble. We got the red dot here today. I did not want to see these red dots today. So you guys need to use a stop loss here at 170. You just got to. SLB, another oil and gas play. Again, we got that golden dot right there. I entered that one around 32. Targets up there between 44 and 45. If you missed the golden dot, just wait for a little pullback. But I still like this one. A lot of room to go. PBR, another oil and gas play that looks really good here. Actually looks pretty phenomenal. I think I might sell some altcoins after this and just go into oil and gas because they just look way more safe and way less, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, uncertain. I want to see some more certainty in crypto right now. I want to see some more, there's no excitement. Like, people are panicking. I want to see these weekly dots pop off. I want to see the weekly signals pop off. That's where I'll feel more comfortable about altcoins. Right now, right, the stop loss on Chainlink has to be down here at like 1580. So just know your levels. Again, I'll tell you guys the levels for the stop losses as we get your requests in. But PBR looks good. I like PBR a lot. PBR hasn't really taken off yet, but it looks really good down here with the green dot on the daily chart at around $11. Okay, target on that would be up here at like 15. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. $15 on the target. Again, green dot, or it has a red dot on the monthly, right? So we need to use that stop loss at $11. Make sure it holds on to $11. If $11 breaks, the chart breaks, okay? But we should be bullish on this one with a target of 15 as of right now. Alts, this thing's down here at the bottom of the fib. Yeah, this one just looks ugly. This is one you want to buy the weekly on. I'd play the weekly on this one. It's right back down here into the support of 2024 before it went from $1 up to 10. and it's all the way back down at that level. So if you want to buy that low, I think it looks like a good spot. You can wait for the green weekly on that one. I'm using risk management in fear. That's what I'm doing. Risk management. I could always get back in, right? I could always get back in. I'm telling you right now, if XRP loses this support that we hit back here, right at on Friday of last week, if that breaks, you're probably going to see $1.50 to $1 XRP. Okay, you're going to see a lot more liquidations, and the markets just absolutely get sacked. Okay, again, we're trading technicals. Yes, we're in fear, but we need to use our brains, right? We need to use support. Okay, we need to use our support and resistance levels. That's textbook trading. KUVE, this is that Tylenol brand. Trump just absolutely roasted this. It's crazy that someone has the power to just completely wreck a company with a tweet. You just need the green monthly. Eli Lilly, healthcare play here, green on the monthly. Looks phenomenal. Okay, looks really good here. I would look to add that one on the green dot. It looks like it's going to bounce here off of, I would say 760 would be your support. That one looks good. Coinbase coming down here. We sold this one again. We sold the red dot in the red zone. We bought the green dot in the golden zone. Okay, red dot in the red zone means we take profits. Yeah, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Again, I'm just a guy on YouTube that looks at charts. When I tell you that a chart looks overbought, I'm telling you that it looks overbought based on the technicals. We sold Coinbase right here at 380. It's at 320 now. Okay, red dot in the red zone. Again, if you don't have discipline in trading, you're gonna get smoked. But I would say 300 is a very big level for Coinbase. If 300 can't hold for Coinbase, it's gonna get ugly. KSM. Oops. My dogs are starting to yelp here. I apologize. My wife is not home, so I'm on dog duty. ORAI needs the monthly. KSM needs the monthly. XVS, looking for the weekly. REGN, looks good. Green dot on the monthly, so we're buying the daily green dots. This one looks good. Another good healthcare name for you guys here. Cure, another ETF we've been tracking here. It's just continuing to push up. Okay, target on this is 120 to 130. I still like it. I liked it better here at around 87. You got the green dot, looks like yesterday at around 90, and it's continuing to go up again. I think healthcare and oil and gas, if you guys are trading stocks, if you're looking for positions on stocks right now, those are the sectors you want to look at because they are safe value plays. You don't want to buy growth plays right now. Okay, do you think it's a good idea to take a 1 to 6 month trade here on PLTR? Does that look like a good place you want to store your money for the next year or two? Or 1 to 6 months? No, this thing looks like it's going to absolutely just get wrecked here. Someone just said Riz had a big buy. Yeah. Not too big. I think it's getting smoked. But again, this is a very new project, guys. Very new project. Okay, I said this in the Discord today. Okay, imagine buying Bitcoin when it was only out for 8 months. Buying Bitcoin back here in, let's just say, I know it came out in 2008, but this was $4. Okay, think of how many people were skeptical about Bitcoin back here. I'm not saying Riz is the next Bitcoin, but I do like the project. I like it a lot, and I know it's getting rugged, but most new projects do. All we're doing right now is we're staking, and we are waiting. Okay, watch for the weekly on Riz. Okay, but it's at support. We hit this level before back here in March, and then we ripped all the way up to 0.006. So I still have mine staked. I've had a couple people mention that I'm rugging you on this. In order to rug you, I would need to sell. Okay, I have not sold one coin of my Riz. I am just staking it on their website and collecting the 7% annual interest on it. I want to accumulate as much of this as possible right now, and I'm not worried about the price. Again, I'm not buying it for these prices, so it can go down to whatever it wants. But realistically, this thing is like, I mean, guys, the market cap of this project is $1 million. That means if someone put in $1 million right now, it would double. It would double. Okay, it would go to 2 million. If someone puts in 10 million, it's going to 10x. So That's what I'm looking for. And again, I'm just going to accumulate as much as possible right now. If you guys are freaking out about it, I would just tell you to stake it and don't look at it. Okay? This was an investment. This wasn't a short term, I'm going to get my Lambo tomorrow or next month. This was like, I'm buying and holding this. Because if this goes to a $100 billion market cap, 100 million. I didn't mean to say billion. Okay? Don't roast me. That's 100x. So, like I said, if it goes from a $1 million market cap up to a $100 million market cap, you are 100xing your money. So if you put in $1,000 here, you are going to make $100,000. If you put in 10,000 here, you're going to make $1 million. If that happens, you know how little $1 million is in these markets? It's nothing. It's like buying a penny, a sliver, a penny stock, dude. Okay, if it goes to a $100 million market cap, it's literally going to catch, I don't even know what's up. 100 million. It's so small. $100 billion market caps, I don't even pay attention to those because they're so small. Okay, but $1 million market cap, and I can just hold the coin and collect that 7% interest over the year while I wait to see if it happens. If that happens, we're going to make a shit ton of money. But if it doesn't, then we lose what we put in. Okay, that's the risk we take when investing. Okay, you never want to invest more than you can afford to lose. And you only want to buy projects that you believe in and not just some pump and dump meme coins, right? And Riz is not a meme coin. It's an actual, legitimate project. I mean, that's just my belief. So if you're scared about it, there's no reason to be. You just stake it and don't look at it. And if it bounces back, like I said, and it goes to a $100 million market cap, we're all going to make a ton of money. If it doesn't, like I said, we lose what we put into it. So I'm going down with the ship on that one. I told you guys I haven't sold a coin. I would never rug my community. I think that's just stupid that people do that. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Here's Nail. Nail still looks good above 60. It still looks good above 60. You can watch for that weekly alert. Target on that is still between 140 and 160. Okay, that one's still a hold. You could have bought more right here at around 60. As long as it holds 60, it looks strong. That is that home builder ETF. We got Dolo. No data on this one. That one's tough for me. I can't really tell you much. RCS, also just not enough data for me to get a tell here. RSCUSD. RSCUSDT. Yeah, I'd watch the weekly. Watch the weekly. Zora. Ugly, man. Just ugly. I'd sell this one or set a stop loss at 8 cents. Any predictions on Tesla earnings? Do they report earnings tomorrow? I don't like Tesla. I've told you guys to sell Tesla since right here, since September, right around where it's sitting. Oh, it looks like they reported today. They beat, but the stock is unchanged. Again, we're up in the red zone, so we're not looking to take profits. I told you guys to buy Tesla back here off the golden dot back in March. Again, you guys can go look at that video. It's on TikTok back in March. You guys read the comments. Everyone was laughing, having a good time. Now, again, everyone wants to buy Tesla. I told you guys to sell Tesla right here off the red dot, right around where it's sitting, right around 420. I think 420. I think you sell Tesla here. I would not hold Tesla right now. Okay, it's just too overbought, too extended right now. I think that's coming down. Look at the 5-minute chart. No, I don't look at the 5-minute charts. We focus on the monthly and the daily. I don't care what's going on in the day-to-day. IMX looks decent here. It's just down in a range where I think you should be accumulating it. Still green on the monthly, so we're at just major support here. As long as it can hold on to, I would say, 45 cents, it's fine. Again, if it gets a red dot on the daily, you're going to want to use caution. APT down at $3. Looks like the dot faded there. But again, we're right where we opened up, and we're at the 3-year low. We're at a 3-year low right now. So $3 is a very big support. It's the lowest price in 3 years you're currently buying APT at. So again, if you believe in the project, you should probably be adding to your bag here. You should probably be buying it. You're getting it cheaper, the cheapest you've ever gotten it in 3 years. Does that make sense? We want to buy at the lows, sell at the highs. So when this wave is way down here, it's normally a good time to accumulate. I think you buy APT here at $3. And if it just goes back up here to 15, dude, you're like, you're talking about 400%. Like that's insane. I like APT. I'm gonna put that one on the favorites for today. So here's the favorites so far from all your guys' requests. Again, I will be sharing this inside of the Discord. ETH. And we had some sell signals go off on ETH. A lot of uncertainty. If this thing breaks down below 3,600, we're going to be in some trouble. Okay, it's got a red dot, so I would set a stop loss here at 35 or 3,600, whatever you're comfortable with. If we cannot hold on, okay, we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in trouble. You're going to see another correction, potentially. But if we can hold, we should be all right. Okay, but again, there are some major warning signs. Major warning signs right now. Okay, things to be cautious about. DEFT, D-E-F-T, needs the green monthly. Okay, it's at $2. It's a penny stock, so yeah, as long as it holds 2, I guess it's okay, but it's just kind of going sideways right now, ranging. So you could buy it at 2, and if it drops to 150, buy more. MSTR made a TikTok on this today. Ugly, man. Very ugly. Look at the back D cross. I would short any pump that you get on MSTR right now. This is another one you want to short. Okay, we got a bunch of red dots. We got 3 of them all around that $400 level, and now it's down here at 300. I think MSTR is going to come down to $100. That is where I would buy MSTR at $100. Okay, we're watching for the green dot on the monthly, but I would be shorting the crap out of MSTR here. BMNR, another one of those Ethereum treasury companies or whatever. Again, I just don't understand them, so I don't mess with them. But it is in the golden zone. If you believe in it, I guess you could buy it here at 40, but just keep in mind this thing was at $4 back here in June, and now it's at 40. So you're a little late to the party on that one. $40 is going to be a big support level for it. $40. SHIB, my dogs are hungry. That's why they're looking at me. SHIB needs the green monthly. Just keep in mind, guys, these are the lowest crypto prices in 3 to 5 years. Okay, look at this. We're at the 3 to 4 year low. Okay, 3 to 4 year lows right now. IBRX, green dot on the monthly. So you should be taking this trade. If you believe in the company, if you believe in the project, you should be taking the trade there on IBRX. My dogs are starting to act crazy, guys. I might have to rapid fire this, but target on this is $6. That one looks pretty good. I like the green monthly there. Looks interesting. MAN, this is Manpower. Needs the, it has the green monthly. It's at 33. Stock looks really ugly though. Just down, 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 all the way down. I would watch $30 on that one. Good RX. Again, still just consolidating, still just bouncing around here. Got solid support down here around $3. I think this one's going to have a donut-like move here pretty soon. I do have a position on it. I like the company. I like the fundamentals of it. It's a healthcare stock, so I'd be a buyer down here off the next daily dot. Near's holding on to $2 like a champ. So, again, looking for that red dot. If the red dot appears, you could either set a stop loss or you can, get out and get back in on the next break one. But I think this one is going to stay up above $2 here. Again, I've been wrong before, but $2 is a very strong support level, and we will see if it holds. So if you want to set a stop loss, put it at like 190. 190 on the stop loss for Near. Yeah, Donut had a beautiful move today. I think it was at like $6 in the pre-market. We have been buying this one since like July. Okay, my entry's like 320 on it. Oh, it's all the way back down to 383. It was all the way up at $5 this morning, sold back off. I think you get some continuation on this. This thing had a ton of volume today, and I think this thing's just going to rip back up here. My target's still 10 to 12 on that one. BFLY. Green dot on the monthly, so you should be actively looking to take a position on this one. And target would be up there at 450. What's this one do? The Butterfly Network. If you guys are a member of the Discord, you can come over here to the research tool. Type in /info BLFY. Nope, BFLY. Butterfly. The Butterfly Network. Why am I still bullish on what? This is a medical devices company. Advanced medical imaging technology, particularly known for revolutionizing ultrasound technology. That's interesting. I'll give it that. 190 employees based in Massachusetts. Making a pretty good amount of money. I mean, if you believe in it, I actually think it's very interesting with that green dot on the monthly. It was all the way up there at $28. It's all the way down here at $2 right now. So, yeah, if you want to play the penny stock, then I would say use a stop loss at 180. Oil and gas and healthcare stocks are my hedge. I'm also into QQQ, SQQQ. So this is the inverse of QQQ. So when QQQ goes down, SQQQ goes up. Okay, SQQQ goes up, just like it did in April when markets were crashing. SQQQ goes up. It's like shorting tech. And then I also have some shorts on PLTR and SoFi. So if we do get a big drop to the downside, at least I have a hedge where, right, I'm not fully bullish and I'll still make money when it goes down, that I can rotate back into something when markets flip back. So that's how I'm hedging the market right now. VIVK needs the monthly. Gala? No, stop. Go. Gala needs the monthly. OP. Red dot here. This one wicked down to like 24. It doesn't have the red daily yet. Okay, so we're testing some major levels here on a lot of these alts. Okay, a lot of these alts are testing major supports. The oversold, they're very oversold on the smaller time frames. And we just got to wait and see. We just got to be patient right now. What we do know is that we are buying at the 3-year lows. You're buying at the lowest price in 3 years on OP. Okay, that is... Obviously, there's never been a better time since 2022 to buy this asset. If you're bullish on it, if you like the project, there has never been a better time to buy it in 3 years. So try to put that through your head. I know there's a lot of panic, a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of doubt right now, but you got to think of it like that. Okay, if you believe in OP, optimism, it's at the lowest price in 3 years. Okay, keep that in mind. Yes, we're very up and down right now, but you just got to kind of keep that in the back of your head. You're buying at a better price than everybody else has in the last 3 years, if you're buying here or holding. Wolf says 95K Bitcoin anytime. Yeah, dude, totally possible, man. I've been bearish on Bitcoin since up here at 125, so join the club. Join the club. We got a red dot on the monthly. We called Bitcoin here on this channel. I don't know if you're calling me a puppet, but I called Bitcoin out back here at 2023. You could ask people in the Discord. We called it out at $20,000, dude. 20,000. And we called this signal out right here in October at 29. We called this signal out right here in November at 69. We called this one out here in May at 92. So we've done pretty good. We've done pretty good on Bitcoin. Yeah, I wouldn't buy Bitcoin again until the green dot comes back on the monthly. Okay, that could be in a year. That could be in 2 years. That could be in December. No telling. Okay, right now what I can tell you about Bitcoin is that 100,000 is a very important level. If it holds 100, if it can hold 100,000, we're fine. But again, there are some major warning signs right now. Major warning signs. So if you're as confident as Wolf is right now that the markets are going down, you should be shorting Bitcoin. You should be shorting it. I would short MSTR. I wouldn't short Bitcoin, but I would short MSTR because that company's probably going to go bankrupt. I haven't been bullish on Bitcoin. Why would I be bullish on Bitcoin if it was up here at 125 giving me a sell signal? Hello. What do we got? ONDS, also red dot in the red zone, $11, sold off about 40%. So again, if you're not taking profits up here in the red zone, we're coming down. And again, to me, altcoin season is when you should be buying altcoins. I would rather buy altcoin or OP, a name like OP down here at a 3-year low than up here. Okay, this is what everyone thinks altcoin season is when it's up here at 450 at the all-time highs. This is when everyone's yelling altcoin season. I like to say it's altcoin season when we're at the lows and it's a good time to buy, just like we were saying in April. So, I mean, I think we just have a misunderstanding. That's all. When I say it's altcoin season, I mean it's time to buy. I think it's time to buy altcoins. Okay, can they go down a little bit in the short term? Yeah, but good thing we're not day traders or short-term investors. We're swing traders. WWR. I don't know, man. These penny stocks are. We don't really trade penny stocks here, guys. But if you want to buy this one, I think a good level to buy it would be right there at $1. QSI. Another quantum play here. Green dot on the monthly, so you should be bullish with a target of $4. QURA. Green dot on the monthly. We just need the green dot here on the daily. Okay, target is up here between 16 and 18. NMR. Up in the red zone. We don't want to touch it. Don't want to touch it in the red zone. We want to buy in these golden zones here. STX. Needs the monthly. XR or XTZ. Also, another name down here at this one is at a 6-year low. So as everyone's getting bearish, as everyone's saying it's over, as everyone's confident like Mr. Wolf here that we're going so much lower, we're at the lowest price in 6 years on the macro time frame, the time frames that we like to focus on here. Okay, what does a 30% dip mean? All right, say XTZ goes back to its high of $10. What's a 30% dip if you're going to make 1,300%? You guys see where I'm coming from? Like, this is what this month looks like on this chart. Just a little tiny sliver. Okay? It's at a 6-year low. A 6-year low. Okay, I'm not selling anything. I'll go down with the shit. Okay, I might set some stop losses when we get off the stream, but the fact that all these names are down here at this 5-6 year lows, we should be licking our chops right now. We should not be scared. We should be buying, holding, and waiting for this to happen again. This is altcoin season, right? This is when we get to the top of altcoin season. In my opinion, when I say it's altcoin season, I mean it's time to buy altcoins. I think it's time to buy altcoins because, again, we're down here at 5 to 6 year lows, guys. So, yes, it has a red dot on the monthly, so you could be cautious here and use a stop loss at 47. I just don't think it's a good place to be thinking about selling right now when we're literally sitting down here at the lows. You can use a stop loss if you get the red dot, and if it dips down to 40, you can get back in. Okay, it's just all how you want to play it. Okay, this is eventually going to play out. Okay, I like XTZ a lot. That one's going on the chart request favorites as well. CPRT. Looking for the green dot on the monthly there. BMNR or BMRN. I don't know. That looks like a rug to me. It looks ugly. You got to be careful with some of those healthcare stocks. I would avoid that one. I would rather you buy like NVO. Okay, they just had an announcement that they're partnering with Costco. They just had an announcement they're partnering with GoodRx. Okay, they're doing things. They're making the right moves, making the right partnerships. Okay, that is where you want to be. Not in that name. Patience is a virtue, 100%. The money is not made in buying and selling. It's made in waiting. Waiting. And if you're buying when everyone else is panicking and yelling and screaming that it's over, you're doing the right thing. Okay, you're doing the right thing. Salesforce. I like it. We got the golden dot back here at 235. It's playing out pretty nicely here. Still a hold. If you want to add to it, you could add on the green monthly, but I think this thing makes a move back up here to 320 to 360. We can use our Fibonacci to identify the level up there at around 350. ENPH, this is a solar play. It's just kind of going nowhere. It's just basing right here around 30. If you want to buy it, buy it. It's an interesting solar play. One of the biggest solar companies around. Yeah, I'm not sure about their fundamentals. They make a decent amount of money, but personally, I just don't believe in solar that much. But it's an interesting hedge if you want to play if you want to play that sector. If you believe in that sector and it's going to be a big thing, it looks interesting here with the green dot on the monthly. CLS. Yeah, this one's just absolutely exploded. Red dot in the red zone. We're selling that one. Lunar. Green dot on the monthly. I like this one. Okay. Looking for a green dot here on the daily now that we got the monthly. Okay. So target is 20 to 22 on that one. That one looks good. Kava. Getting wrecked. Needs the monthly dot. Cody. Cody is green on the monthly here. So this one looks good. Target is $9. I see a request in the chat for DJT. You guys are getting really impatient on this stock, man. Look at this. Okay, look at the monthly chart, guys. All we need is a green dot. All we're doing on DJT right now is waiting on a green dot on the monthly. If you're holding it, just wait. Just wait. This thing was up at $80 last year. Okay, it's at 15 right now. If it just goes back to 60, that's a 244% move. If it goes back to 40, that's 131%. If it goes back to 80, that's a 300% move. So just chill out. Just chill out, man. I'm telling you, when the wave is down here, let's go back to Bitcoin's chart, right? On these assets. When the wave is down at the bottom of the monthly, just like it was in 2023 on Bitcoin at 20,000, just like it was on Bitcoin back here in 2019 at 4,000. Just like it was back here in 2015 on Bitcoin at $300. It was time to buy. Okay, so I would just hold DJT until it gets the green monthly dot if you guys are in the trade. That's how I'm approaching it. And I think that's just the smartest way. Because when the wave comes back up here, everyone's going to be screaming again. They're going to be going, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever, right? Donald Trump is the greatest. It's never going down. It's the next Amazon, right? There's going to be all that language. $10,000 by the end of the year. It's never going down. Right now, it's like, oh my gosh, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. I'm down 10, 20, 30%. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Just wait. Just wait for the dot. Wait for the signal. That's all you got to do. There is no other way. I don't know how else to say it. We're not guessing here. We're simply just waiting and playing the signals. We're using the tech. We're using the AI. Right? We're using the data. So if you're in it, you jump the gun on the green monthly. Okay? That can be a bad thing. It can be a good thing sometimes. Because when this green dot on the monthly pops up, this could be at $23. And you got in at 15. So I did jump the gun on it. I think I got in at around 17. So again, I'm down 10 or 12%, but it's not going to matter if this thing goes back to $60. I'm going to make 233%. So just waiting on that green monthly. That's all we're doing on DJT. It's really simple. We don't have to complicate trading, guys. We don't have to complicate it. We want to buy low, sell high. How do we know when we're buying low? We look at our indicators. If this wave is down here, it's low. It's had a big sell-off. Okay, DJT went from 80 down to 15. You think people are excited about this, singing Kumbaya right now? No. 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 Yeah, 2021, the bull run kicked off after COVID. That was the last big panicking event that we had, was COVID. That was a lot of fear in the market, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of, I don't know what's going to happen, I don't know what to do. Somebody help me, hold my hand. Okay, and then what did the market do in 2021? It absolutely exploded. Okay, that was the last real bull run. What we've seen in altcoins has not been classified as a bull run. We've had these like little 20 to 30 day pumps, and then we sell everything back off. This is what a real bull run looks like right here. Okay, when these altcoins, when this blue wave gets way back up here on altcoins, this is when we're going to be selling altcoins, right? That could be a year from now. That could be a couple months from now. That could be 6 months from now. I don't know. Nobody knows, right? Nobody knows when it'll happen. We just got to stay disciplined and play the waves, right? If we're buying down here over time, we are going to win. Okay? If you have the patience. This strategy, okay? This strategy here, the longer you're willing to wait, the more accurate the signals are. Okay? The longer you're willing to wait, the more accurate the signals are. FRTP, this one actually looks really interesting. Fresh Pet. Don't know what these guys do, but what is this? FRPT? Let's go back to our research tool again. If you guys are a member of the Discord, you can use this research tool /info what was it? FRTT. High quality production of marketing of fresh pet food made with high quality ingredients. Interesting. So I like it. I like the chart. It's down here at what, 150 or $50? Just needs a green monthly, but it looks like it's trying to bounce here off of 58. I feed my dogs kibble, so I'm probably a bad pet owner. But I've thought about it. Okay, I've thought about it. I'll probably come along when it's back up at 150 to $200 a share. Just joking. I wouldn't do that. I would just wait for the green monthly on that one. Grab. Again, you got the red dot in the red zone right here around 6. It's down here at 5. You can play the daily. You can play the daily if you want to play it. 550 looks like support. $5 looks like a strong support as well. Theoretically, Whittaker, yeah, we should. After a dip like this, yeah, we should absolutely have some type of a bounce next month. And that bounce could trigger the real move. Because from past experience, right, if you just look at ETH, the altcoin season doesn't just last a couple months. Okay, this thing lasts like 10 months, right? And you can see how Ethereum back here in 2021 had a little pullback, okay, in May and June, and then it ripped. Okay, so we're kind of experiencing the same thing. We would need to hold on to $3,500 for that to be like valid. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if Ethereum can hold on to 3,500, I think it looks really good here. But you know, there's some definite warning signs. There's some real warning signs, and that's why I always encourage you guys, if you're scared about a drop, which we're pretty close to the red zone again, I would have been selling Ethereum here, 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 and here. Red zone, red zone, red zone, red zone. We never buy in the red zone. We bought Ethereum down in this area. Okay, I think some of you even bought it down here at 1,800, but this was the prime place to be adding Ethereum right here. I was saying every day for a month, buy Ethereum, buy Ethereum, buy Ethereum. Getting laughed at, right? People calling me a clown, calling me a crypto puppet or whatever he just said in the chat. Okay, what happened? It absolutely ripped to the upside. So as long as ETH can maintain 3,500, alts are still in play. But if this breaks down and we really start to dip again, okay, we don't want to be willing to sit through something like this, right? We want to protect our capital. If we do get stopped out, we can always get back in. So it's just a very cautious place to be right now. I mean, it's like I told you guys, I'm like neutral on the markets right now. On altcoins, at least. Neutral. I don't know if we're going to break up or down right now. I'm invested like we're going to break up, but I'm also positioned to where I'll be okay if we go down, if that makes sense, right? I'm not all in on crypto right now. I got a little bit in there, and if it goes up, great. If it goes down, it's not going to hurt me, okay? Because I have those stop losses and that risk management in place. Oscar up in the red zone. We're not buying in the red zone. That's a sell. BLZ. All-time lows. I just wouldn't touch some of these crypto projects. I don't think a lot of these crypto projects are going to be around in the next, 5 years. Chainlink will be. I know that for a fact. XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Okay, those are the plays. Okay, all these other blue gazelle or whatever that was. Again, if the chart is at all-time lows, that's terrible. Here's SUIG. So this is an SUI play. I just don't like these holdings company, guys. I think they're all rug pulls. They're all rug pulls. I would just avoid those. Just buy SUI. If you like SUI, just buy SUI. Don't buy SUIG. Don't buy a company that's buying SUI. Just buy SUI. It's possible, Whittaker. I really wish I had a crystal ball and I could tell you that it's over. We're going to know if it's over here by probably the end of November. I think the Bitcoin trade's over. I think the Bitcoin trade's definitely over. I can't speak for altcoins, though. I don't know if altcoins are going to pop off here and go ballistic or if they're going to sink to the floor. But after a big, nasty dip like we got last Friday, we normally get some type of a bounce. So that's what's given us at least a little hope right now. That, again, look at some of these names like OP. Right? This thing is literally at its 3-year low. Filecoin is at a 7-year low. Okay, the lowest price in, 6 years. 7 years. Yeah, you go back to October of 2018, the price was $3. It's actually at all-time lows. Filecoin's at all-time lows right now. So I'm buying it at the cheapest price ever right now. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. Yeah, we just did DJT, guys. Again, just wait on the monthly dot. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. I think that's probably going to come in November or December. Yeah, I can't give you a crystal ball, but if you have to wait a year for that to happen, you should be willing to do that right now. It's just ranging right now between $15 and, I believe, $17, just kind of going sideways. So 15 is a big level for it. 15 is a very big level for DJT. Deco? What is this? Deco? Up in the red zone. Like, we're not playing in the red zone. I don't even know what this is. XCN needs the monthly. Algo needs the monthly. Okay, again, Algorand is also at the lowest point since 2020. If you take out October at 11 cents. I mean, look at the chart. I mean, it's just absolutely getting bullied here. In my long-term H-bar, just right now, no, not really. Not really. I would have a stop loss on H-bar at like 14 cents. Again, just look at the signal. It's just scary to me. It just looks scary. PNS, green dot there on the monthly. I would say target's 40, but it's just chopping around. I would rather buy Snapchat than Pinterest right here. Okay, I would rather buy Snapchat than Pinterest. Fiverr. Fiverr's down at the low. I like Fiverr. Okay, that one just needs the green monthly. What's their earnings look like? Not bad. That's an interesting website there, but they just don't have a lot of revenue. So, IOTA, once again, lowest price in 5 years. Lowest price in 5 years. I guess it's the yearly low too. So, again, all we need is a green monthly dot. Epic. Okay, remember when everyone was talking about this? If you guys hear the words, they got a partnership with XRP, don't buy the stock, okay? Don't buy it, because every one of them turns into a rug pull. Okay, every single one of them. So I would, just so ugly, man. Just ugly. Look for the weekly on that one. Look for the weekly. ARPA, that one's got a weekly alert, but it's red on the monthly. Again, you're buying it at a 5-year low. 5-year low. So I would just wait for the green monthly to come back or just buy it now. You got that green monthly right at the same price, looks like in August. TAI. Wow, this one's down below 4 cents now. This one was all the hype back here in December when it hit 50 cents. Now it's down here at 3 cents. Everyone's bailed. So how we would play TAI here is just wait for the green weekly. I believe you can stake this one on their website as well. It's another very low cap play, so I'd just be watching for the weekly on TAI. Virtual protocol. Oof. Oof. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I don't know. This one's pretty new, so I would look for the weekly on that one. Theta. Theta needs the monthly. Again, down here at the lowest price in 5 years. 5-year lows. Rum needs the green monthly. J&J just doing the Ripsky here. Another healthcare stock. Again, I wouldn't be buying this one. I'd be selling this one up here in the red zone. Red dot in the red zone we want to sell. Lululemon, the $150 legging company. That one looks like it's going to hold on to 150. Just needs the green monthly here. Honestly, I think I would take this trade here as long as you had a stop loss at 155. That could be a good hedge. I don't know who's asking for the hedge, but you got to think holidays coming up. Husbands are going to be out there buying their wives $200 pants and coats and all that weird stuff. Glad my wife's not into that. But, right, could be an interesting time to take a position, especially on this chart there, just because of how, once again, when this wave is down here, okay, when it's down here, that means the stock is oversold. This was at $500. It's sitting at $178 right now. From the top, it's down 70%. Okay, you should be licking your chops. Does that make sense? We covered APT and IMX. You're going to have to watch the replay, brother. We covered Snap as well. Snap looks good. You're going to have to watch the replay. All the replays to these streams are posted over here in the Discord. The Discord is free to join. You guys can check the description. It's also pinned in the live chat comments here. If you just come to latest here, you could see all the past live streams. Okay, and today's is posted right here. IMVT, this one looks good. This one looks good. No earnings. So I don't buy companies that don't report earnings, but target would be 30 if you want to play it. HD, Home Depot. Home Depot. As long as it holds 380, I like it, but stochastic's pretty high there on the daily. I'd set a stop loss at 380 and have a target of 420 on that trade there. Costco. Oh, man. Costco looks good as long as it can hold on to 920. If it breaks 920, you got to be out. Doesn't have the green monthly. I want to see Costco really get hit hard. Like if Costco comes down to like $400, I would buy it then. But I don't know. Just an amazing looking chart, really. But I want to buy a deep correction on Costco. Are we bouncing or what? Okay, we're bouncing. We're bouncing. They're trying to fake us out. See that? Bounce. Got the hourly signals coming in here. Nothing to worry about right now. Yet. Nothing to worry about yet, I should say. Okay, again, you're buying most of these names at like 5-year lows. What I'd be doing on crypto right now is simply just waiting for weekly alerts, dude. These weekly alerts are going to print, and when they do, that's when you're going to see the bounce. Okay, I think we could go sideways for a little bit, maybe do a little bit of this for a little bit here. But once we get those weekly signals, I think that's going to be an epic place to take a stab. So we shall see what happens. Oxy, I bought this one today. I believe I played the $55 calls for 2027. Yeah, $55 calls. Those were for 2027. I play the leap options. I don't try to play short-term options. I try to look at things from a long-term view. I really like Oxy here. I like it a lot. It's been hit really hard. Buffett bought some of their debt or something like that. But Warren Buffett's company owns a huge stake in this, and we had that golden dot come through here today over here in the Discord channel. Okay, Oxy at 6:30 a.m. gave us a golden dot. That's when we took the trade. Target on this is 52 to 56. I think oil and gas is a great hedge right now. Yeah, I think money is going to flow into oil and gas because, again, the stocks have been hit really hard. Look at USO. I called out USO a couple times here. Okay, big hit down from 70 all the way to 65. Now we're bouncing. Okay, all the direction, all the momentum is pointing up. So that means oil and gas stocks should do good here. Okay, I really like Oxy as long as it holds on to 40. Riot, again, red dots in the red zone. We're selling. Okay, we're sellers. It's not a good place to take a swing. Target, that red monthly actually faded away. So I actually got back into Target after I had sold it. But I got back into it last week around $90, so it's up about 5-6%. Today I was down 20%, but I bought more shares when I bought back in, so I'm about break even on the trade. I like the company. Going into the holidays, right? People are going to be buying stuff from Target. I think this one gets a bounce probably back to 125 or so. Okay, that red zone's sitting up there at around 150. So, yeah, I like Target here. I think it's a great company. My wife loves it. My mom loves it. Every woman I know loves Target, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Target myself. I think it's a cool little store. I think they had like some political stuff going down. I don't really pay attention to any of that stuff, but yeah, they do need like a husband section or like a partnership with Krispy Kreme donuts or something. I think that would definitely elevate the experience, if you know what I'm saying. But again, Target remains up here in the red zone on Target. Target. What do we got? LCX. LCX, again, I'm going to revert you to the weekly chart. Watch for the weekly signal. GT, good tire, needs the green monthly. UPS. UPS coming up off the floor. I told you guys, as long as this thing can hold on to 80, it looks good. I kind of think their business is failing because they lost the membership or the partnership with Amazon. And I don't think they have anything to deliver after that. So target's 130. If you want to play it, I would definitely use that stop at 80. What do we got? CarMax needs the green monthly. I think CarMax is going broke too. HROW. I could have sold right up here at 48. It looks okay as long as it can hold on to like 35. RPD. TGT needs a golf section. I agree, or like one of those. Yeah, like a simulator, golf simulator. That'd be cool. There's a lot of things you could throw in there. I think the Krispy Kreme donuts though would be clutch. Have like a husband section, and you're just like sitting there eating your Krispy Kreme donuts, and your wife's out spending all the money, and you're just kind of hanging out. You know, that'd be awesome. Put some like video games or something in, or like you said, a golf simulator. Heck yeah. They should hire me as CEO. I'm just joking. Just joking. RPD, this one has the green monthly, but again, this chart is very ugly. So hopefully you know what you're buying. Rapid 7. Yeah, pretty good earnings. Target would be up there at 40. EVTL. Down in the golden zone. I like that. It's green on the monthly. So looks like an aerospace name. So looks like $4 is your level to play right now. Looks like it's holding 4 pretty strong. So I would buy this one on the next green daily. ISRG, I called this out last week for you guys on Friday. Okay, beautiful move, dude. That thing was just absolutely ripped. They beat their earnings. Look at that move, dude. Off the green dot from last week that we called out, that thing is up 27% with some room to go back up here to 600. Just beautiful. I'd take some off, though, on the next red dot. On the next red dot. Doesn't even have a green monthly yet. That's weird. That is weird. But beautiful gap up there. Beautiful. Okay, if that thing pulls back and fills the gap at like 475, that's where I'd buy it. But again, you missed your opportunity to buy. Now you should be looking to sell it off a red dot. Beyond Meat, I wouldn't touch this thing with my worst enemy's money. Again, there was a lot of retailers buying it this morning at 7 because, again, it's what the news is talking about. It's what everyone's tweeting about. It's what everyone's having a good time about. You should have got in right here on Friday. If you were buying this, you should have bought it at 50 cents. You made 1,000%. The people buying here sold it up here because all of the retail, they're all a bunch of sheep, and they just, right, they just want to do what Twitter says. When everyone is already screaming about it, my general rule is you're too late. You're too late to the party. Now, if there's like some kind of short squeeze and it goes up to $100, I got to be willing to just not take part in it because, again, our strategy, folks, is based on 3 things. Logic, data, and discipline. If I'm not being disciplined, I'm going to chase something like Beyond Meat up here at $7. Right? If I'm not disciplined, I'm not going to enter on the day of the green dot. That's the day I want to get in, right there. Okay? Not up here at $7 when everyone's already excited about it. If you got in at 7 this morning, which I don't know if some of you did or not, right? You're down 53% in 24 hours. That's awful. It's terrible. Could it bounce and go up? Yeah. But again, just not our kind of trade. If you're trading Beyond Meat, like if you actually want to like set a stop loss on it, maybe buy it in the morning and pray that something happens, you just want to make sure it holds on to $2. Okay, if you get the short squeeze and we go back up, I just don't know, right? The company's literally going bankrupt. They're not making any money. No one's eating their crappy burgers. No one cares about plant-based meat. Because it's not real. It's fake. It's artificial. It'll probably kill you. Oops, I think I just skipped one. I hope that was Zeta. You guys will watch the replay. Make sure you smash the like, guys. I'm going to do a crypto giveaway if we can get this video to 300 likes by Friday. I know a lot of you guys watch the replay. I appreciate you guys tuning into the live, but everyone's schedule is different, so I get it. Zeta? We're at about 107 likes right now on the live stream. So if we can get another 193 on the replay, I will give away 10 Chainlink. 10 Chainlink. If Chainlink goes to $1,000 one day, you're going to make 10 grand. Beautiful. Beautiful. Zeta, green dot on the monthly. So again, we're looking for those daily alerts. This one looks pretty good right here at 18. I like Zeta here. Just use a stop loss at 16. NNE. Go ahead and drop your guys' requests in the chat. I'm going to start taking some from the chat now. We're almost through these member requests again. All these requests today came from the chart request thread over here in the Discord. I loaded them all up into this playlist, and we're just going down the list right now. NNE, again, red dots in the red zone. You should have been taking profits up there at 50. Okay, if you want to look to enter again, just look for the green daily. But it looks like you missed your opportunity window to sell. So now you just got to wait for a dip and buy back in if you believe in the company and the project. DVault, AI, up in the red zone, not interested. NUAI, red dot, I'd be selling. Very new projects, looks like. FTM down at 16 cents. Migrated to Sonic. So you should actually be looking at Sonic, which is this one here, which is at all-time lows. Wow. Wow. So much for Trump being the crypto president, right? I think we're like days away from legislation passing, the Genius Act and stuff like that. I think we're days away from that happening. So, again, I think this is just a flush out to get everybody out of the markets before they absolutely send it to the sky. Ooh. Looks like 66% of you are not feeling good about the markets today, which I can understand that. I can understand that. It's been a brutal couple weeks. But here we are. Okay, markets don't go straight up, they'll go straight down. They move in waves. Up, down, up, down. Okay? You got to be willing to sell on the up. Okay, if you don't want to ride the wave down. PHAR, looking for the green daily on this one. BBAI, I told you guys to sell this one right here at $9. Okay, red dot in the red zone. We are selling. We are selling in the red zone. That's what we do. Okay, I do not like this stock right now. I do not like it one bit. Look at the MACD. Everything's pointing down. If you want to buy it, I look to buy it at $5 or $6, but this is just another company that isn't very big. They're not making that much money yet. A lot of it's been all hype-based. Mind, I'm selling. Selling the next red dot. MU, another one. Way up there in the red zone. If anything, we're shorting the crap out of that one. Here's GRT. Again, at the lowest price it's been in 3 years. You're buying it at a 3-year low. January of 2023, you can see it was at 3 cents, 4 cents. It's sitting at 6 cents. So, again, all we're doing is waiting for the green monthly. MRVL. Green dot there on the monthly. And it's sold off down here to around 80. So I'd be looking for the daily alert here on Marvel. It is green on the monthly, so we are still bullish. If you want to use a stop loss, I would say you're probably right down here at around 70. But look for the green dot to enter. Arrow. Arrow needs to hold on to that low at 70. I told you at the beginning, use a stop loss at like 69 cents. I got stopped out of that one at 75. It's sitting at 75, so I am out of that name right now. We bought that one back here at 60. I bought it at 60 cents or something like that off this dot, I believe. So had a beautiful trade, took profits up here, took a little more profits here, and then actually got stopped out on the rest down here. So that worked out really well. I think we took that one off the weekly back in April. Yeah, that came right there around 60 cents, and beautiful 200% move there on Arrow. Now it's coming down again. I'm going to resort to the weekly chart here on the altcoins right now. Look for the weekly on Arrow. Pepe, same thing. Look for that weekly dot. The bottom's got to be close to being in here, folks. I mean, you're talking about 0.00005. If you want to play Pepe, I would buy it here on the next green dot on the weekly chart. Yeah, when the government opens, that's going to be very bullish. Very, very bullish. How do I feel about him renovating the White House? I don't really care. I mean, it's just all of our tax money that we pay, all the 50% of tax that we pay every year, it just gets wasted on pointless stuff. So I don't like that. I mean, I just think it's kind of weird that there's like a bunch of homeless people that like don't have meals or food or places to sleep, and we're building big government buildings, and it just everything's just backwards today. I'll be honest with you guys. I hope you all are right with the Lord Jesus Christ, because the Bible pretty much tells us that the end will happen when people start losing their minds and things just start going south. So again, I'm not a doomsday guy, but like I said, I pray before every stream, because this stuff, this money stuff, it doesn't matter in the end. You can't take it with you, right? We should use it as a tool, not something to idolize or anything like that, right? As long as you're right with Jesus, it doesn't matter. So if we make money, awesome. We can support and be generous and give it away to our communities and to our families. You know, if we lose money, we lose money. That's the risk we take when investing. Okay? If you don't want to take the risk, don't invest. That's just how I look at it, at least. ABAT, I would look for the green daily on this one. What do we got here? CAN. Green on the monthly. Looks pretty good. Target would be up there at $3. Again, I don't trade penny stocks, so I don't know. This one's at 90 cents here. Looks like another company that doesn't make any money. So I would trade companies that make money. If you're going to ask me to look at it, that's how I feel about it. SOUN. My dogs are really hungry, guys. So I got to finish up here. I'll take some requests from the chat here as well. SOUN. Red dot in the red zone at 21. Can't make the stuff up, folks. Can't make it up. Red dot in the red zone. If you thought it was going to keep going up, you're now down 23%. So, yeah. TNYA. Green dot here on the monthly. Target is 350. You guys like those penny stocks, don't you? Uniswap. Uniswap, $6 is going to be a big level for Uni. I like the fact that we're not showing a red dot yet. So Uniswap really needs to hold on to like 540. But again, I'm going to revert you guys to the weekly chart here. I think the weekly chart's really going to be the tell for these names. You can see the weekly dot came right here on Uniswap back here in April at $5.30. Okay, this thing went all the way up here to $12. That was a 150% move. So I would just look for the weekly dot on Uniswap. And again, we call those out over here in the Discord. Okay, sometimes it makes sense to play the weekly dots. Sometimes it makes sense to play the monthly, the 4-hour, and the daily. It just depends where we're at. I think the weekly charts are going to be the best tell right now for where we find the bottom. Because with that big liquidation event that we had, it's very hard to trust this red dot here on the monthly. Okay, what I can tell you is that if we lose, right, $5, Uniswap's going to absolutely get wrecked. But again, where are we? We're down here in the golden zone. Okay, all we need, in my opinion, is a green dot on the weekly. Okay, can we go down to $4.55? Yes, we can. We were just back there in April. Okay, and then we went all the way up to 12. So I'm watching the weekly chart on Uni. I actually have a position on that as well. I know the list is getting really strong, so I have actually considered another tier. I talked about the captain rank before, and I actually might bring it back just because I feel like the only thing is the chart requests. Right? That would be the biggest thing for the captain rank. So there might be a new rank in the Discord just because, guys, this is a 3-hour live stream. So, I mean, that's a long time. I like doing it. I really love doing this with you guys once a week, but I might just add another rank in for people that actually want to watch these chart requests and get their chart requests in. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not yet, but I'm thinking about it because, again, this is like 300 chart requests. It's a lot of chart requests, and I love doing it, man. I love talking about this stuff. This is my hobby, and you guys make it possible for me to trade and do this full time. So for that, I'm forever thankful, and I'm happy to spend 3 hours with you guys and chat with you. So we will see, though, because again, we have over 3,000 members now. I think there's Let me just see here. How many members we have? Roles. We have, yeah, over 3,000 members. We have a total of 19,000, a little over 19,000 in the Discord, 3,000 members. So that's a lot. Eventually, I am going to have to add in another rank because I'm not going to be able to sit here for 10 hours. My dogs are going to eat my leg, right? So just watch out for that. Well, I try to keep the requests open for the whole day, but still, you guys have a lot of requests, and I get it. I get that you guys have that. So I might just add another rank, and then if you guys want to continue to put your chart requests in, you're just going to have to rank up. And then if you want to get your live requests in, and I'm on the live, and it takes less time, I can obviously take up for the chat. So just something I've been throwing around again. If we grow to 10,000 Spartans, there's no way I'm going to be able to take 10,000 people's chart requests. So it's just kind of something I'm tossing around right now. Well, there's no way to increase it right now yet, Corey, but if I did launch something, I would make an announcement and show you guys how to do it. There'd be a way to upgrade your account. So you would go from a Spartan to a captain, if that makes sense. I've been wanting to add that captain rank in for a while, and I did there for a second. There was just some technical difficulties. And KLR, I mean, this thing's down here at the bottom, so not a lot of data on that one. iRobot. This one looks kind of interesting. Do they just do vacuums and stuff? This thing was at $200 back here in September. That's insane. 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 I want to look it up real quick. I want to see if they actually are a robotics company or if they just make those weird vacuums. iRobot Corporation. Robotics sector, primarily recognized for the cleaning automation, founded at iRobot, has been a pioneer developing household products like the Roomba. I wasn't impressed with those vacuums. My parents had one, and I just thought it was weird. Venus market underscore its continuous innovation and ability to adapt to evolving customer needs. So, yeah. I mean, it's a Hail Mary, right? It's a Hail Mary. I mean, but this thing was at $200 in 2021. It's at $4 right now. So, kind of a risky play. I mean, they make decent money, right? If I were to buy it here, I'd probably just use a stop loss at $3.90 if you want to play that one. But looks like an interesting play. I'll give it that. They are, or you said they are expanding into different types of robots? Because robotics is a hot sector right now, dude. And this one's been around, like that thing said, since 1990. So they've been around for a long time. They're turning Roombas into lawnmowers. I'm in. I'm in. Let's add it to the watch list, huh? Why not? Just for fun? I mean, shoot, if that goes back to $40, I'd be jumping for joy. I do not have a robotics play in my portfolio, so yeah. I remember this thing in 2021. It was literally $200. I mean, it's just gotten absolutely wrecked. And they have earnings. It's not like they're not making money. They made $125 million last quarter. $125 million. $180 million. $200 million. So their earnings are going down, but I don't know, man. Robotics is a pretty hot sector right now. Novax, NVAX. My dog is so pissed off at me right now. I wish I could show you guys a picture of my dog looking at me right now. Just give me the death stare. We're almost done. We're almost done. Yeah, we're almost done. Novax is still green on the monthly as well. Another healthcare name here. I like it at $8.50. I think it looks good. I think you still buy that one. Amazon. Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know, man. Needs to hold 210. Sitting on the 6-month average, so just not a lot of meat on the bone, right? If it goes back to the top of the red zone, which is 240, you're only talking about a 9% move. I'd rather buy something like Rivian, right? Go from 13 all the way up to 17. That's 30% to Amazon's 9%. So I just think there's some better names to own right now. And if you're going to play it, though, use a stop loss at 110. If 110 breaks, we'll be in trouble. PayPal, still hanging in there up above 65. As long as 65 holds, I think this one still looks good. UNH, this one's still just chopping around right now. I would use a stop loss on this one. It's at 320. 320 on the stop loss for UNH. Target's still up here around 600. AAL. Airlines look interesting here. If you're playing this one, I just use a stop loss at $11. $11 needs to hold. Yeah, I would probably trim some Amazon. I mean, the weekly chart looks okay, but it's just stuck in this trend. If it bounces back here, it looks like they got earnings coming up on the 30th. Coming up on the 30th here, so yeah. Sorry, guys, I got to get to these requests. My dogs are, I don't know if they need to go to the bathroom or what the deal is, but normally my wife's here, but my wife is traveling this weekend, so I'm stuck with the dogs this week. NVTS, again, red dot in the red zone. I can't make this stuff up. This isn't anything crazy. We're just selling the red dots in the red zone. You should have sold right there at 14. I'm a seller. BME. This one looks good. Target's up there between 41. I would use a stop loss at 37. HP. HP still looks good. Another oil and gas company, 32 to 36 on that one. Oracle. Yeah. Just these tech stocks. It's just not a good place for our strategy, guys. With our strategy, we don't want to buy when this wave is way up here. This is when we should be looking to take profits. Okay, not a good place to go long. If you got in on this dot, you got in around 160. It went up to 300. Beautiful. The trade's over now, though. The trade is over. Okay. Red dot in the red zone. $300 was your take profit there. I wouldn't touch that thing until it resets back down to like 125. IONQ also. Sorry, guys. Red dot in the red zone. Seller. I'm a seller. BTQ. Too new. Can't really tell you anything. CRS. Yeah, I did DJT. You're going to have to watch the replay, my friend. Mr. Soxel, what's happening? I'll take a couple requests here. Get them in right now. I got like 5 requests left. So this one's not my favorite trade. Again, just not a lot of meat on the bone. We want to buy stuff deep in the red zone. Here's Arweave. Not enough data on that one either. You just want to make sure that one holds on to 375. Velo. All-time low. Oh, God. It's ugly. Plum, all-time low. It's an interesting project, though. It wicked down there to 7 cents. This is a very new layer 1. So, World Liberty Financial is actually integrating with these guys I saw. So if you check this out here, World Liberty Financial is Donald Trump's crypto company. So obviously as crypto evolves, they're probably going to be a horse or a workhorse. But you want to look at their ecosystem. The multi-chain, you could see that Plume is one of them. So they're integrated with Aptos, Plume, Solana, Binance, Ethereum, and Tron. And that's what their USD won. So it's interesting. It's a new project. No one really knows about it. But yeah, I've been watching that one. And it's at all-time lows here at 7 cents. So honestly, I'd be buying it down here. Nobody knows about it yet. So XLM, again, just going to revert to the weekly on this. Watch for the weekly signal. We got Adobe. Adobe looks decent here. Green dot here on the monthly. So you would want to play this and put a stop loss at 320. 320 on the stop loss. That one looks good. Put that one in the favorites list. What else we got? Airbnb. Looks pretty decent. Kind of just ranging here between 130 and 120. Good day trading stock. Needs the green monthly, but 120 looks like pretty solid support here. And then the last one's going to be Dolo. Dolo's too new. I can't tell you guys anything. So any requests here from the chat real quick? Let me just go ahead and share these favorites with you guys. I'm going to share this over here in the Discord like I do every week. So I'm going to share it in Spartan chat here. So favorites from October 22 chart requests. Boom, you guys can go check that out. Those are the favorites, though, from all your guys' requests out of the 300 or whatever we covered. I like all of these. All of these, I think, look good going into next week. Look at Link bouncing hard, dude. Wow, they bounced it. Beautiful bounce there. Beautiful, beautiful. Here, my dogs are going to eat each other. What do we got? Soxel for Mr. Soxel. What's going on? Red dot on the daily, so I would use a stop loss on this one right here at like 30. Depends how conservative you want to be, but I'd probably put it somewhere around 35 or 36 bucks. The red dot is concerning. If it was me personally, I'd be selling it here. Red dot in the red zone is where we sell. MOH. MOH. This one still looks good. Another healthcare name. Green on the monthly. Oh, it was green on the monthly, but it faded. But again, we're down here in the bottom golden zone. So this one, if it goes back to the red zone, not if, but when, right? That's an 85% trade. Beautiful. Netflix. Netflix did break support. Someone just said it broke support. Looks like they had earnings. They beat their revenue, but missed on their earnings. Again, look at these stocks, guys. I mean, this is an insane move. Look at this. Look at this. That was called out right there in 2022, September. Netflix was $200. Look at it. All the way to the top. 532%. Folks, there's profit taking that is going to happen. I would sell the crap out of Netflix right now. I would sell. Okay? Sell it. Ugh. Tech looks so gross. So nasty. I'd short the crap out of Netflix right now. Just short it, dude. We're up 500% in 2 years. I don't know what else you want. Nothing goes up that long. CLSK. CLSK had a nice move up here to 22. I think I sold that one around 15. I sold it off that red dot, but again, I got in down here at 7. So I had 100%, a little over 100% move on that. And obviously it kept going, but you got these red dots over the last couple of weeks around 20, and now it's selling off. So MACD is also reversing here, so that looks bearish. Yep, no problem, brother. Thanks, Bob. And then SES. Yeah, red dot in the red zone. You should have sold that one right here at 350. Now it's coming back down. So I'd look to rebuy that one at like 150 or on a green dot here on the daily. I got to run, guys. I got to feed my dogs. I spent almost 3 hours here. I think this is one of the longest streams we've done. I think I'm probably going to add that captain rank and just kind of limit these chart requests to people who, you know, want to upgrade and be a part of that. I just, as this community grows, as the membership grows, guys, I'm going to have to add stuff in just for the sake of everybody. I know it's hard to sit here and watch 3 hours of a live stream, but we got through all the requests. So God bless you guys. I'll see you guys on Friday. Make sure you guys tune in Friday, 2 p.m. We're going to be going over the watch list. The watch list is all the names that I'm holding and also all of the names that we are looking to buy in the following week. So tune in for that on Friday. We will be live here again at 2 p.m. Pacific time. If you guys need me, hit me up over here in the Discord under the support chat again. If you guys need the indicators or want the indicators we talked about today, you guys can download my whole trading layout over here by clicking this link. Takes a couple of clicks and everything loads right into your TradingView account. You're going to get the fib, red and green dots, the MACD, the moving averages, everything we talked about today. If you have any questions about that, feel free to just shoot me an email and consider becoming a member over here in the Discord for as little as $4 a month. That is less than a Starbucks coffee. I think you can get half of a Starbucks coffee for that now. Again, if you guys have any questions, my email is over here in the Discord. You could also hit me up in support chat. Happy to answer your questions. We got a lot of members over here that are happy to help you out too, guys. It's a lot better to win with people than it is by yourself. That's what the community is for. I think we have one of the best communities, probably the best investing community online here. I love you guys. I'll see you Friday. God bless. Peace.